Does somebody have we have the old notes are now the new notes. We just have one document. I got it. I like that.
And
Yeah.
Joe, I've updated the calendar that we're starting this episode on this appropriate day. So I'll be maintaining my duties as calendar minder.
Right. Well, I mean, there's the player calendar and the DM's calendar.
Well, you can always refer to mine if you need to double check anything.
Appreciate you. I do. And in fact, we are beginning, let's see, S01E04.
Hey, Kronos. What color is your dragony skin?
You mean Croesus?
Croesus. Yep. Croesus. I will switch that in the notes.
Croesus is very much red scaled, like
Okay.
like hot rod red, almost, midlife crisis red. Very, like, you can tell that most Dragonborn, if you've met them, they've all sort of homogenized to bronzy, olive green, those sort of like scaly colors that sort of all sort of merge there. You can tell Croesus is very different than that, in that he's just very much red. So if you are knowledgeable about Dragonborn things, then you would surmise that he's probably much closer to his progenitor bloodline than most other Dragonborn.
So you're a purebred, which means you're largely inbred.
Croesus the Red Skin Dragonborn.
Croesus, you need more variety in the gene pool, man.
I mean,
So do we have an alley, or is that blank screen?
I'm here.
Okay.
Here.
And Croesus, what color do you go when you're embarrassed?
Croesus is never embarrassed.
I'm gonna
You
go
could
with.
never tell anyway.
I'm gonna tell a bright peach color. Just
It's pink.
all right. Okay, guys.
And as a final note, Joe, I cast Hunter's Mark at the beginning of that encounter, and I will be maintaining concentration on it. So if we fight something else within an hour, I can use a bonus action to light them up.
Indeed, and hopefully you will. So let's see. Why you're not. Sometimes these playlists don't work as well as you think they do.
No, but I can hear it, which is cool.
Yeah. So previously on Rime of the Frost Maiden, as experienced by the Idle Eight, the party made its way to Kelvin's Cairn after a stop at both cares, and they met with they spent overnight in the the inn at that place, that one, and you made it to Caer Konig, and you went to Frozen Far Expeditions. You met Jarthra. Jarthra recognized Boy. Everybody that was an egghead was like, hey, and hey, kind of like the Spider-Man cartoon. Hey. And Jarthra broke out a couple of dog sleds and some dogs, and you guys made a quick trip to Kelvin's Cairn. Jarthra was able to pretty much immediately find the base camp, and the sled dogs, minus, of course, Boy, who had slipped his harness, but no one was there. So you kind of surveyed Kelvin's Cairn, and the two eggs present, Bradyaga and Jarthra kind of picked out a path to follow up Kelvin's cairn. And you made your way up the mountain, searching for Garrett and his party of adventurers, a Goliath, a tiefling, and a halfling that he was leading up Kelvin's cairn. You made your way up. You managed to goodberry your way past a couple of mountain goats. And then with a sudden crack and a rumble, an avalanche tumbled down Kelvin's cairn, but you were able to avoid it mostly. No one was terribly hurt. And then you were able to pull the party members who were trapped under the snow, get everyone out of the avalanche's remnant, and then make your way further up Kelvin's cairn to a sort of a little, I don't know if alcove is the right word.
Alcove will work.
Alcove? Is it alcove? It's not an alcove.
You have
It's a
alcoves
ledge.
here.
It's a mountain
In
ledge.
Bruges?
That's what it's called. Mountain. It's a mountain ledge. And this mountain ledge you found with exhausted, near death, Garrett, the guide. And there was a very loud and joyous reunion between Garrett and Boy. And you'd barely had time to speak when a couple of crag cats, whom you Northwind Dalers would call or know of as the Hunters of Men, growled, roared, and leapt into an attack, and they were, I would say, relatively quickly dispatched by the party. And as the last of the two cats falls dead at your hand, it is once again here on the side of Kelvin's cairn, about halfway up the mountain. Garrett is looking at you all kind of with an appreciative, like, not wonder, but he's impressed, as well should be the exhausted, near dead guide who didn't make his way up the mountain too well. Should be at the speed at which these big, ferocious felines were furthered along to final rest. Had to get another F there. Okay, Adelaide. The rest of the day is yours.
I go over to Tax because Tax is the one who keeps up with this. And I am just couth enough to try to keep this between us and vaguely under my breath. So Tax, we get a reward for rescuing him, right? But nobody's paying us to rescue the rest of these people. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. However,
Okay.
but Mr. Brojaga?
Hmm?
However, they were adventurers and they paid him, so I imagine they do have much payment to be had.
That's fair. Well, I say we take Garrett back to his husband, but I'm open to suggestions.
Well, as you guys are kind of talking, looking around, Garrett he's, like I said, he is exhausted, and I mean that game mechanically exhausted. And he kind of motions you all, and he says, he's smart enough to not yell in the avalanche zone. So he kind of motions you over, hopefully trying to get you guys to come over and speak with him.
Yeah, I'll go over and talk to Garrett.
Says,
Croesus will join as well.
And I've been close by, just kind of because I was bodyguarding and helping Garrett.
so Garrett looks at you all and he says, and he looks very pointedly at Broad Yaga with sort of a, professional courtesy and a nod, like he's aware of who you are.
Right. I return
And-
the nod.
Right. And he says, first off, thank you for coming this far and also for saving us from those crag cats. That is impressive. I that makes me feel somewhat better by what I must ask. I must find the other members of the expedition. Mokingu, Perilu, and Asterix they are somewhere up the mountain. As I said, we were attacked by Yeti, and I ran off hoping to pull one off and barely escaped with my lives. It would be incredibly unprofessional to not find out if they are alive or dead, or if they are in need of help. But I know I'm not capable of doing this on my own. Out of professional respect, Broad, if you will do this, I will give you the 10 gold pieces that I have on my person right now. And then once we get back to Targos, we can probably work out some additional payment, although as times are hard, but I will give you what I have on me.
Garrett, have you considered, you have lost an expedition, and we can hopefully find them, or at least find out what happened to them. But assuming they've managed to survive, are you sure you can buy their silence? This won't look good commercially for you. I assure you, you can buy my silence about what has happened here. But maybe we should just leave them to their own devices.
Well, regardless of what it may do to my reputation, I feel like, as the person that was hired to be their guide, it is both professionally and morally correct for me to try and find out what happened to them. If you would just abandon someone in your charge, I guess that's how you do things, but that's not how I do things.
Fair enough. Everyone gather around and see the importance this man places on payment up front. He understands it. I hold out my hand for the 10 gold.
And he gives it to you.
And then Tax will go up to him, and she has been very patiently listening and going, technically, sir, in regards to your reputation. Did you ensure their safety as they were on a dangerous adventure, or did you ensure that you would guide them to the place they were going? Because if your insurance was in guidance, you have completed your part of the bargain.
I just look down at Garrett and go, she's annoying, but she's right.
I think she's
And
also-
and
Right.
and Garrett just kind of looks at you. It's
This is not to say, to be clear, this is not to say I don't believe we should go after them, because I am saying that life is really important. But in regards to your reputation, if you guided them, you have reached your part of the bargain.
so just as a tiny like reality check timeout real quick.
Mhm.
This being Faerun and not, the United States in 2021, there wasn't like an indemnity clause or a contract that was signed. None of that fucking shit exists at this part of the world. So,
I mean, there's no written contracts, but there's still implicit agreements.
right.
And,
And the
you know,
implicit agreement
he-
was,
he say,
I
"I
will
will keep-"
guide you where you want to go. And, with the understanding that you are walking around in an environment that is actively trying to murder you.
Okay.
Like just
Uh.
being in Icewind Dale is a finger at the gods, because it is a place that if you do not take precautions, it will kill you in hours. So really nobody, no guide, no expedition leader, no nothing is going to promise he's going to get you anywhere alive. I mean, the understanding is you're hiring a person for their skills, and his skills are to get you there in one piece, preferably alive. But, the whole acts of God thing, that's like every fucking day.
Oh, no, like to be very clear, this is all tax trying to absorb business acumen from the people that she is in business with, and like not meaning to be a third party, but always like trying to absorb business, because this is her sabbatical. She's trying to, do her little side.
Right. And I'm not trying to discourage or dissuade you. I want it, like, I don't think anybody could misunderstand this possibly, but the fact that Garrett led a few people up a mountain and they fucking got killed in Icewind Dale is really not on him. He's not God, and they were wandering around up a mountain that's dangerous in a place that's dangerous. So just so we know. Are we clear?
Donald,
I
Okay.
do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So let's yeah, we're gonna leave it at that.
Don, you raised your hand. Were
did.
you just stretching?
No, I have my hand up.
Yes, please.
So you sent me a thing. I don't think it was even in the quiet chat that, and this is a bit meta. So if this didn't happen in the game because it didn't end up taking effect, you can kibosh this. But about the crag cats not being able to be detected by divination magic.
So they can't be affected by divination spells. That is correct.
So can I make an Arcana check and see if there's anything that Dalen might want to try to remove as Bradyaga is kind of doing an autopsy-ish type thing anyway, just for as hyper powerful component kind of thing. I'm happy to make an Arcana check to go, oh, you know what? That gland behind the pineal gland might be useful. I don't have medicine.
Right.
Or like the pelt shields you from more
Yeah, or something, or whatever.
divination magic.
Especially since I'm a divination wizard, I'm going to be very interested in this.
Why are these kitties immune to me?
So
Yes.
it simply says it is an ability. It is
Okay.
called non-detection. The cat can't be targeted or detected by any divination magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
Well, I am going to go ahead and take some different samples of it for possible future study. And I made an Arcana check of 16, so you can tell me maybe how lucky I got later on what I got. And I'll put a note down on cat crag parts.
Cat crag entrails.
Ooh.
Also,
Stinking dead cat parts.
also for future reference, and I apologize for not clocking this earlier, Hunter's Mark is a divination spell. I couldn't have used it against them.
Oh, good point.
Oh. Well,
So I apologize for that.
I apologize for not catching that. So
Well, just metagame that Croesus was actually there, and the additional damage that happened, Croesus did.
there we go.
Sure, that works.
Are we
I
calling
said-
this metacrosis?
I was here the whole time.
How can we be sure Croesus did any damage? I didn't in the entire battle.
This is true.
It was Croesus all along.
Thank you. That's what was singing in my head.
Okay. So anyway, now that we have hopefully now that we're hopefully all satisfied with the whole contractual obligations discussion.
Yeah, I mean, he's paid me upfront. Everyone
Right.
notice, upfront payment. This is how it works. Let's go find these fuckers.
Right. And he says, well, so like I said, the people, the ones you were looking for are a Goliath named Mokingo, a halfling, I believe she was a holy woman named Perilu,
2
and
seconds. Thank you. Thank you for telling me this. I'm typing this as you speak, and I can't do it that fast.
and Asterix, the tiefling, whom I believe was a magic user of some sort. So I'm not going to be able to make it any further. You brought Boy here. Are the dogs still with the sleds? Is the base camp still there?
Yes.
I think the avalanche missed the base camp. Your dogs are well fed for at least a day. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'll use if he thinks he's going to be here for a little bit to rest, I'll make him a shelter out of the shape water. I'll make him a little mini igloo so he can be out of the elements.
Great bonfire.
Right.
Melts my
You'll
thing.
make an ice shelter. You'll create the bonfire to melt it down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Okay, so he calls you over. He goes, I'm gonna have to try and make it down the mountain, but yeah, I think I'll rest here and wait for you guys to get me on the way down. And he calls you over, Rajaga, and he says, he kind of gives you an idea, and I am absolutely going to metagame my way through this by doing this. I need everybody that isn't Garrett. Nope, that's not the one I needed. Okay, I need you guys and you guys. It's like the hand of God reaching down. There we go. Okay. Yeah. And it is time to go back to this one. Oh, well, look, conveniently, there you are. Hang on.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't supposed to see something different.
Yeah, you guys might want to read these different map scales are kind of
Yeah.
kooky. Anybody else have that problem?
No, not at all.
Right? Like never. I don't know what
The
you're talking
maps are
about.
the maps are so easy to work with.
I mean, you know, comparatively.
I mean, I don't know if this is what you're working on, but for the record, I will be taking out an arrow and drawing a crude representation of Kelvin's cairn in the snow and a crude representation of the little ledge we're on now, and being like, okay, Garrett, point out where the last place you saw these people alive was.
Right. So I just realized I can do this, that. And I have way too many maps in here. And here.
Also, since we're kind of just spinning our wheels for a minute, I will ask Dalen if he would be so kind as to re-up the light spell on the rock or whatever it is that I'm carrying that he has lighted.
Yes.
Oh, that was me. And you don't need to re-up it. It just naturally stays lit until I tell it to go out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better.
That is better.
Super better.
Wow.
Awesome.
It's just 5 feet, not 20.
Right. That's why I have.
Ah, there we go. Now I know.
Woohoo, planar transport.
Cool.
Now everything is black.
Oh, no, it's not black. It's just
There it is. No, I scrolled down. I found it.
Cool.
And you guys have, so that means the explore mode is actually working as it should and everything's kind of groovy. So basically, now that you can see, or at least most of you can, I assume.
I do want
Yeah.
to make sure that my dark vision is set correctly, since I know you went through and set it all up when I wasn't here.
What is your dark vision?
120 feet.
Yep, it is.
Damn.
Cool. Just wanted to
Why
make
am
sure.
I smaller than everyone else?
Genetics.
Right? I don't know.
I think that has to do with scale, because he switched the thingies, and on the other map it was smaller. Do you want to like drag your token again and see if you come in at a normal size?
I can do that.
Way I can make taxes token that small.
Ah. Okay.
Are you perhaps an Indian woman?
What?
What?
Oh, have y'all never seen that meme? Like, this is the worst data representation in history, I think. Here you go. I'll put it in D&D chat.
Oh, I can't see anything now because I deleted the token that had sight, the small token.
That's actually
Oh.
not a good representation of it.
Average female height. What? Leviathan woman.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
what is your night vision?
I have light cast on me, which is bright light, 20 feet, dim light, another 20 feet, and then I also have dark vision for 60 feet.
Okay, bright light for 20
Yeah.
and then
then
low
dim
light for an additional 20.
Yeah, that's for the light that's on me, and then dark vision is 60 feet.
And then dark vision, what? 50?
60.
60. 60. Okay. Well, sure. Why not?
Jay, what's the giant woman on the left?
Oh, so the deal is, here's a better representation of it because it's the original chart. The problem here is the x-axis is at 5 feet. And so, well, actually, I guess the x-axis is about 4'9" or so, maybe 4'10". The giant woman was the woman who reposted that, like, represented, I guess she's pretty tall, like probably 6'2" or so.
Yeah.
And so she was representing herself at the same scale.
Sandalphon, can you see now?
I can see now.
Beautiful, beautiful,
I
beautiful.
can see now the rain is gone.
Right. So,
I can see now.
Lisa, if you would zoom out quite a bit, please.
Yep.
So let's see if I do that. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So Garrett kind of points your way up this sort of zigzag, totally not quite represented correctly on this map, path that you're going to have to take up to the mouth of a cave. And that is where they were attacked by the Yeti.
Okay.
And so he, you guys talk about it a little bit. You realize it's going to be, it like, I won't mince words. It's going to suck. There's it's going to be a series of skill checks. What do you call that? A skill contest?
Yep.
Yeah, skill
Yep.
challenge, skill contest.
Yeah, a
Woo!
little skill challenge to make your way up
Take 'em away.
up the mountain to get there. So
Touch, so you need a ride on Hoot.
More than likely. Quick question. What do Yetis feel about these large cats?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What do Yetis feel about crag cats? Do they like them? Are they friendly? Do they want to stay away from them? Like Tax would probably be asking Brodyaga this.
And then
Or Garrett.
Brodyaga, actually, Brodyaga is now like, wait, we should get more meat from the crag cats because anything we have to throw to feed the Yetis will probably help us. Yeah, I'm gonna go get every bit of meat I can off those crag cats.
Yeah. Broad, make a nature check. Oh, look, you passed it. You absolutely know that Yetis absolutely adore crag cats. They get along great, namely or mainly in the way they feel like they taste yummy as they consume their flesh. So, yeah. Yeah, they don't, there's no real, not like any peace talks going on here between the Yeti and the crag cats. It's just a matter of hunter and prey. And whoever dies first gets eaten.
Yeti and the crag cats is one of my favorite.
Croesus
Well,
assists.
I will get as much meat as I can with the 27 survival check off of those crag cats.
You know what? You can carve them down to as much meat as you think a large-sized, a large monstrosity of the female, or sorry, not female, feline variety can provide.
All right, let's see. A large creature, well, I mean, a cow is worth over 400 pounds of meat. We can't carry that much goddamn meat.
Yeah, and a cow
And,
is, been
right.
bred to these
Right.
are
I understand that cats are leaner, but even so, that's got to be at least 100 pounds of meat each.
yeah, let's go with 100. Well, let's go with say 50 to 75 pounds of usable meat that hey, I mean, at least it'll stay cold.
Yeah, I'll take 50 to 75 pounds. I mean,
Yeah.
if we need exact measurements later, I'll let you figure it out as DM. But basically, we'll take one crag cat's worth with us. I will leave the other with Garrett to like toss at Yetis that jump him or do whatever the hell else he feels he needs to do with it.
You're not going to taunt on him?
It's gonna freeze. Well, you can't tauntaun with a like in that cold weather. Like it's gonna freeze regardless.
I'll see you in hell.
That's right.
No, I'll leave him with one crack cat's worth of meat to do whatever he needs to do with.
Well, he is appreciative and nods. He's trying to kind of there's the bonfire that probably burns out because there's no wood here on the side of the mountain. But he's a guide. He's somewhat experienced with this. The fact that he's still alive kind of lets you know that he probably won't die outright from exposure, provided you're able to, get him down the hill within the next, 24 to 48 hours.
Well, he's in a nice igloo type thing right now, so his body heat's it's not going to get below 32 where he is.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's head up the mountain. Let's find some adventurers and insult them in their own tongues.
Yes, let's continue.
Let's find some schmucks. Dinner for schmucks. So the climb upwards is perilous. It actually says right here, perilous climb. Perilous. It is vaguely grail shaped. So you must zigzag your way up the mountain, clinging to narrow ledges and scaling icy cliffs. So I need you all to make a strength athletics check, please.
No.
So once again,
I'm not good at those.
So once again, I will ask, do I make an animal handling because I am on Hoot?
Yeah.
Well, Hoot needs to make.
Yeah, Hoot needs to make his own thing. You're kind of like strapped on there. So hey, Croesus, way to blow the curve there, buddy.
So Hoot athletics.
It's because I'm wearing these stupid snowshoes. If I just use my actual feet and claws, I'd be fine. Just grip.
Right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3.
It's not natural
5, 6,
to wear tennis rackets.
7, 8. All right. What do we have here? We have 1, 2. I am trying to scroll down using Lisa's screen. That's good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, you guys feel a sense of relief and joy that you had Hoot with you to take you over the top and your successes. You make your way a little further up the mountain. Basically, there are going to be 3 of these, but we'll go with the second one. So let's see some of those strength athletics checks. Oh yeah,
Right.
more of them.
So do I just chill out until Hoot doesn't make it?
I mean, even if Hoot doesn't make it, no one's gonna fall off the mountain. Probably.
I got a crit.
Right.
Crit 19.
No, there you go.
How many more do you need? You need 3
You don't
total?
need one for everybody.
Okay, 1 from everybody. Sure.
Just one for everybody. I don't see everybody yet. Wait, do I see
Oh,
everybody?
So
I didn't make mine.
Hoot was
Right.
the last one of the first round. So we've got Dolph, me, Varuk, Croesus, Siston, Dalen, and then Hoot again.
Ah, there we go. All right. So
I
you
think we passed that one.
I
if you're
mean,
doing
it would
a
be really
more than
bad if
half.
you didn't. Yeah. Yeah. So you make it about 2/3 up, fingers in ice, crawling your way up the side of the mountain, like having flashbacks from Alone or whatever that movie is where they're climbing the side of the mountain. The wind howls, the darkness remains, and you're cold. On the other hand, Varuk, this is kind of like vacation for you. You're, you're looking around you at the people sort of struggling, and it is painfully evident that none of them would survive Frost Giant School. Like they just wouldn't. And you know the scene in Lord of the Rings where they're all going up the side of the hill, and then they're all struggling, and then Legolas is noncing his way up the side, like,
Yep.
what are you guys doing in the snow? Yeah,
Yep.
that's it's like that.
He's like, this isn't a problem. This is easy.
Right? Like, what's wrong with you people?
We do this every Tuesday.
All right, this is like summer break. Come on. Okay, let me have one more round.
This is where I roll a 1.
Right?
Nope.
Right after all
Oh.
that. Okay.
And then Hoot. There we go.
All righty. You guys feel
Can we give System Songs there like some props for consistency?
absolutely this.
Oh wow.
And the number of the
666.
beast.
Okay.
Right.
I'm a little bit worried about what we're going to be encountering because of that. I just want to say that statistical probability of 3 6s in a row and
Awfully
I'm a little
sus.
concerned. I'm just
Awfully
really
sus
Very
there.
sus.
I think you're the imposter.
Okay, we gather all you up and you feel the world shift.
Well, actually, I did roll 7s, so maybe that's and it's just I have a -1 to strength.
Oh,
So
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
try to get out of this on a technicality, devil woman.
I mean, in the Harry Potter world, I would be really ultra magic by now, because 7's a magical number.
I mean,
You'd also win money in Vegas, but
I was about to say, in Vegas, you're golden.
There we go. Let's go with that.
Like you're winning slots and
Did,
Vegas at
did
this
they
point.
do they roll d20s in Vegas?
They
Yes.
do in our world.
Absolutely, they do. Okay, we're going to. So this is kind of a 2-part map. Don't ask me why they did this in 2 parts. One part being not the version of the thing you should be climbing up. So this may look a little funky, and if it does, deal
Get
with
down
it.
tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so wow. Okay, cool. That is really not what I thought was going to happen. Let's see here. Where are you, Tax? There you are. Boop.
Oh my God.
There we go. So you guys move over a little distance. And here, that is the mouth of the cave there.
We cannot move our own characters across that barrier.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Also,
cool.
eyesight is really weird.
Yeah, really weird. Like
Huh?
I can see this area where everyone else is, but I am in a sea of blackness.
What you are?
I am. I can't see.
How about now?
Yeah. Now we can see a little sliver.
We see what's on Lisa's screen.
Okay. Well, no, the little sliver, that's what you should see.
Okay.
I have placed you there because immediately to your left is the entrance to the frozen cave. Should you?
Ooh.
So after adroitly making your way up the side of the mountain, you see they're kind of pretty much where Garrett and Broad figured it was going to be. You see a 15-foot high, 10-foot wide cave mouth. There's blood on the snow some distance from the cave entrance.
All right. So I look around at tracks. Does it look like there was a bloody confrontation between Yetis and a group of adventurers? And then tracks leading back into the cave of Yetis.
I mean, make a nature check again.
Nature
mean-
or survival?
Survival. Sorry, make a survival.
22.
I mean, it looks like there has been snow and wind, and there's definitely blood on the snow. The snow, the area around it does look disturbed. It's a little hard to tell how fresh it is, though.
Any chance? I'm just gonna assume that's a no. I won't even ask the question. Okay, I knock an arrow and start walking cautiously into the cave.
Be very careful. There may have been a murder here. We may have found the scene of a murder.
Judas, no.
Should we try to lure it out with the meat?
If it has 3 adventurers in there and the Yetis won, they've already got more meat than we can offer them. That giant, that Goliath that was quite a morsel.
Understood.
What we should do is
yes.
keep very, very quiet.
Rajaga,
Uh,
I reach out and shape water up a bit of a wall, kind of closing up part of the cave mouth. Would it be advisable for me to maybe make this area a little bit more difficult to come out, a chokehold, as it were, so we can maybe easily egress, but the Yeti's not so much? It would take me just a bit of time.
Oh. Hold on.
All right, holding.
That spell was for the lovely Hoot, by the way.
Oh. We need one more of those, and then a big, kind of open area, so we could have 2 hoots and a holler.
Indeed.
oh.
And rocks fall.
Oh, no.
Rocks
Okay.
fall, everyone dies.
That's right. Rocks fall, everyone dies. So you're casting a resistance,
I'm the lovely Hoot, for I am still on top of him.
right?
Her,
Does the resistance
Her.
indeed live on?
yes. Though we die, while resistance lives on.
That's right.
It's concentration for up to 1 minute. So if it goes out within 1 minute as we're going through here, it's a cantrip. I'm doing it again.
So hopefully you guys will. So somewhere around here, we're just gonna go somewhere around here. That's the entrance to the cave. Right up
Okay.
there. So
So how wide is the cave?
it is about 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall.
So, so Dalen, if you put up a barrier that only one of us could squeeze by, that could potentially slow down the Yeti, but it would also slow down us because we'd have to go through single file. Sacrificing the slower members of our party to the Yeti.
I kick Croesus in the knee and say that seems fine.
As a slower member,
On
Taxes-
the back of Hoot, you're actually among the fastest of us.
That is
Oh,
true.
nice.
In fact, I think you are the fastest of us.
All right, I will hold off then, but it's something I can do potentially. If we're in a hurry to egress, I could put up some barriers to slow them down, provide cover, etc.
Yeah, that might be best if we end up needing to retreat. Maybe throwing up some blockades in their path behind us.
Understood. While I can, I keep my hands in my oversized mittens to keep the fingers kind of warm and nimble.
Croesus kind of approaches you, Broad, and he kind of bends down a little bit because he's probably taller. And he whispers quietly, he's like, "We should sneak up and get a better look.
Yes. we
Let's
should.
go together." And he just kind of like motions a little bit.
That's good. Yeah, Croesus and Broad will scout advance.
Okay. Where do you wish to advance to?
At least try to get to the opening so we can just like peek our heads through.
Okay. Well, I assume you guys can move your tokens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All
So
right.
the opening is up here. Is that correct?
That is correct. Right there where
Okay.
you see that, there you go. You have found the opening. So looking through the opening, looking in the cave, oddly enough, it seems to be kind of quiet, but looking through the cave, like I said, 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall, and it appears to go about 10, 15 feet inside before it drops off into a cavern and then kind of curves around to the north. Sorry, not cavern, chasm.
Let's cautiously approach said chasm and take a peek to the north.
Okay.
We will do that cautiously.
Cautiously. Okay.
I will motion for everybody else to come like stay at the mouth of the cave so they can still see us in case we need to like beckon them forward in a panic.
Okay.
Or, so that they're at least away if we need to run away quickly.
Right. So as you make your way into the frozen cave, the howling of the frigid wind that normally is biting at your flesh has somewhat reduced. It's almost peaceful inside the cave. It is interesting in that that the cave has a concave roof about 20 feet high. Most of the floor has fallen away, forming a chasm about 80 feet deep. All that's left of the floor is a rocky ledge moving to the north. And I'm not sure why you can't see it. If you move just a little way, so to the west, there immediately to your west, Rod, you see the ice sheet.
I
That
do
is an-
see that.
That is an ice sheet. In the north is the rocky ledge leading deeper into the darkness.
Okay, how much do I know about Yeti?
I don't know. Make a nature check.
Goddamn nature. I am
I'm gonna-
not good at nature.
I'm going to make a nature check too, considering I'm
Jesus.
from here. And
Okay.
wow.
Oh man.
Considering what you do and where you're from, this is going to kind of be a gimme. Kind of.
I mean, okay, let me ask the actual specific question I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Like that ledge seems like something a Yeti could not move full speed down because it's too spinny for them.
Probably not.
I mean, they
You
could
do
make
know-
it down them.
Yeah,
They
you
could
do
make it
know.
down them, but
Right. You
not at
do
full
know they
speed.
are large creatures. So it would be, I'm going to go with difficult for one to they probably wouldn't be scampering along at full speed. Like that does appear to be a little break, although
Well, if
Who
we
bet
meta,
fire?
if we meta this, there are squeezing rules that say they can move down it at half speed.
right. Okay. Well, then there you go. In your mind, you're pretty sure that if you squeeze your way through it, they'll be about half as fast as you normally expect them to be.
Croesus, Yeti would not easily be able to navigate this path. This is an excellent choke point. However, we have seen no Yeti yet. So I think we have to continue.
Do we want to continue down the path that would be difficult for them to squeeze through, or the other direction? Looks like we have two options.
Well, the other direction would be difficult for us. Because of the slippy ice thing. Unless you brought ice skates and would like to improvise a romantic couple's figure skating routine.
Maybe after you've bought me a drink. And he motions to the other side
Come on,
for
guys. It's only 20 feet of ice. What could possibly go wrong?
So yeah, he
Everything.
waves over to the rest of the party and kind of motions like that away, and he'll wait for Broad to lead the way because he realizes he's much squishier than he may seem.
Yeah, we'll start going up this little treacherous path to the north.
All righty. Then moving inwards. I don't know what the rest of you are doing down there.
I'm following probably about 10 or 15 feet behind, keeping the light up unless I am waved back. But since Broad's carrying a small light, I'm assuming my light is not a problem for them.
I see there's a Varuk and a Sistan who seem resistant.
Croesus, let them know what I told
Enter
you
the
about the
cave.
Yeti and the choke point and blah, blah, blah.
He was saying, Daddy.
Hey.
Jay, can you grab Hoot?
Oh, yeah,
So
sorry.
Yours. I'm not leaving Hoot.
as you move up ahead, Broad, Croesus kind of motions for everyone to come up closer. And right before we start on that ledge, he kind of leans in closely to kind of still keep quiet and make sure everyone's paying attention. And he says, "The Yetis are fat, and that passageway is skinny. So we will travel that way as the Yetis will move slowly and we can move quickly." And then he kind of stands back up and is probably still a foot taller than most people. And then continues down the path after Broad and kind of motions for everyone to follow the two of them.
All righty. You easily,
Slowly but and quietly.
I say easily. You make your way a little bit north. You cross the bridge, the rocky bridge, the bridge of rock, and you make your way. You do notice on either side of this rather sturdy, it is a sturdy rock bridge, but to either side of you looking down, there is a very deep chasm. Your light sources don't reach the bottom of it. It could be, 40 feet. It could be 100 feet. It could go all the way to pandemonium. Probably doesn't, but it could. And
I say we jump in the chasm and see if it takes us to an entirely different campaign world.
yeah, I mean, it might. Yeah, it might. Absolutely. So, how far are you going to go?
I'll keep going a little bit farther.
Okay.
Even though I have the aura of light, I'm going to be holding it in my hand, kind of like this. So I've got like a focused beam.
Okay, you as you cross the bridge and begin kind of making your way into the next little chamber, you see on the ground, on the floor around you, there are bones with, granted, frozen, but still red blood and some, viscera attached to them. Make a perception check, Broad.
All righty. 21.
Looking even, just kind of glancing over them, you're able to recognize some of the attached fleshy bits as being vaguely Goliath shaped.
Do I have any sense of how long ago this may have occurred?
Probably about the same time or soon after Garrett was chased down the mountain. So about a day, maybe.
I warned these fuckers. I want to scout this area extra hard to see if I find any bones that I would think are commensurate with halflings and tieflings.
Point of order, it is 7:50, so I will have to head out here in about 10 minutes, and I'll be back at around 30 minutes at the max.
Okay.
So are you all going to make your way into that little tunnel?
Croesus will follow and assist as he is trained in perception. So,
Okay. Anyone
If-
who wishes to look around this sort of, feeding floor?
Is Tax still on Hoot, or is she dismounted?
No, I would be on Hoot, but when we got there, I would dismount to investigate.
Okay.
Okay, so with your previous perception of 21 Broad and Tax, where are you?
And up in the bones. I have gotten off of Hoot,
Oh, you were there.
the
Okay.
bones.
So between
I'm
the two of you-
investigating. I am touching, smelling. I'm up in there.
Right. So between the two of you, amidst the bones of poor Mokingo, Growling Bear, the Goliath, you find torn bits of hide armor. You do see a great axe, and those of you who may have paid attention to Mokingo back in the North Look, way back at the very beginning of this, you do remember him having a very similar great axe. And there are, it's a great axe. It's not a good axe. It's a great axe. And you also notice the skulls and bones of 3 mountain goats. Broad, you're able to discern that pretty quickly. As is, Farouk's hanging out at the back, trailing in.
I'm keeping us safe from getting it in the bone.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But I don't see any evidence of halfling or tiefling.
right.
remains.
So as you look around in this room, there are, I would say, niches carved into the ice, and there are frozen humanoid heads stuck in these little niches, as though very, very similar to the way a hunting lodge would display the heads of animals stuffed and mounted, as though these are trophies of some sort. There is a dwarf and putting together the description you were giving by the dwarves who originally hired you in Brinchander, you're pretty confident this is the head of Ubak. And there is the head of another dwarf. You don't recognize him, but this is a kind of a combination, like fresh food / trophy room.
We should grab Ubak's head. The dwarves in Brinchander may pay money for its return. Also, the great axe of this one, if we can find his family, they may pay money for its return.
Croesus turns to Broaden and asks, "Is this typical of Yetis?"
Excellent question.
Is it? Are they trophy keepers?
Figure you rolling the dice will be better than me rolling the dice.
Tax is opening up her bag, her teeny tiny little baby backpack bag, and asking you to put the stuff in there because she probably can't pick it up.
I assume Hoot can carry a head and an axe if no one else wants to.
Oh, well, like I have the magic bag of holding. It'll fit and it won't weigh anything.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that is very useful at level 2.
So
Any other
Broad and Varuk, I need you to make a wisdom check or save.
I mean, it's the same either way for me because I'm not proficient
Right.
in saves.
So
So
for
22.
yeah, and Varuk, if you would. Okay, so you both know that Yeti are intelligent. They are not simple beasts. They have a language. They are, if you were to say, rate the possible intelligence of normal humanoids on a scale from, say, 3 to 20, you would put them at somewhere around an 8 or 9. So possibly even smarter than some humans, you know? And yeah, they are perfectly capable of collecting trophies. And you also know that they are considered to be evil because they not only kill for food and necessity, they also kill for sport and the cruelty of the kill. So the fact that they have a trophy room full of severed heads, not in a duffel bag, that's how you know that at least that the Yeti that lives here is probably not a Shriner.
right. Yeah, so this is all consistent with Yeti behavior, folks. But I've seen no evidence of halfling or tiefling bones.
You do
Recent
not.
halfling. Okay. We may still be able to save 2 of them. Alternately, we could just go back, say they all got killed by a Yeti, and collect our rewards.
You see kind of
But
a
if
blank
we-
stare from
I mean,
Croesus.
But if we find the body, we can loot it.
That's true.
And you need
Tax?
proof. So
Tax would whisper this. She is-
Sorry, Lisa, I'm heading out. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no problem. Tax would whisper this because she has been told to be quiet. She was like, I see no Yeti poop. Can we be sure there is only one Yeti? And are we as a team capable of killing a single Yeti?
I would certainly like to try.
I don't know
Gross
how
is very
many
happy he
Yeti
brought
might
muscle.
be here. We are capable, I believe, of taking down a single Yeti. If there are more, we'll have to be crafty. But you're my employer, so you make the call, Tax.
Broadjaga, Mistress Tax, how much longer do you think we'll be in this area? I would like to actually cast a spell to see if maybe, well, a spell that will take me about 10 minutes to cast. Do you think I have 10 minutes?
Think
It's
I can be interrupted if there's an emergency.
what will this spell do?
Allow me to detect magic. See if anything that these Yeti has captured maybe have an arcane provenance to them. Part of my charge up here is looking for artifacts of my order. This seems like a good place.
I mean, we can keep a lookout. I don't think the Yeti is out. I think the Yeti is in. So we can keep a look in to see if the Yeti is coming and rouse
don't-
you if need be. The longer we wait to find the potential survivors, the less potential there is that they survive. But I'm okay with that. So
I hate to be pedantic, Dalen, but I can do that like this. Would you rather me do it?
Really? You can do all of these different things? Are you sure?
My casting time is 1 action for detect magic. It's 1 action and it's concentration for up to 10 minutes.
Well, it's one action for me too. If unless I don't have it prepared, then it's a ritual. But this is one
Right.
of your prepared spells. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then do
yeah,
it.
I think what Dalen's going for is not wasting a spell slot.
Correct.
Like we're
Yeah.
metagaming right now, but what we're talking about is not spending a spell slot to do this,
Yeah.
which
If
is
you want
10
to spend
minutes.
a spell slot, that's fine. I'm just saving mine in case I need it later.
I mean, I only have 2, but I have no offensive things beyond create bonfire. So
Well, create bonfire is a cantrip, so it's
Cantrip,
not use one of your
yes.
slots
yeah,
anyway.
which is why I'm like, if we need offensive
Oh.
spells,
Okay.
I have a cantrip and that's all I have. So blowing a spell slot.
Well, yeah. If I don't know what other spells you have, so that's totally up to you if you want to use that for this.
What's the
Okay,
likelihood of that? Because is it the tiefling, the spell slinger?
yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the only people who've ever been here. There's a whole thing of skulls.
Right.
Yeah, but do you think they would, you know what? I'll do you one better.
All right.
I am sufficient in thieves tools, which means that I can check for traps like a badass.
Do me one better and check for magical traps.
Okay.
Hmm.
So to be technical, what I have to do with my thieves tools is to do investigation when looking for traps, because you've learned a variety of common. Since I already did investigation, do you want me to roll it again? Because technically I was looking at the dead bodies at that point.
Yeah, you're definitely looking for something different this time.
Yep. Joe, checking for traps.
Roll for trap checking.
Nice.
You are highly confident there's not a trap in your immediate vicinity. You feel the area is trapless, nay, devoid of traps. Nay, I say. There are no traps this way.
Croesus is amused at the sight of a little scurrying gnome checking and investigating things.
So I guess our decision point here is, do we want to kind of sit tight for 10 minutes to detect magic, or do we just want someone to throw out a detect magic real quick?
After I would check for traps, I would say, I think if anyone got this far, they were dead or binded.
Croesus has a sense of urgency, and his
I need all of you
His
who
vote
are
is to keep
in
moving.
the room with the bones to make a perception check.
That's the official. The PCs have been taking too long.
Yep.
Bullshitting.
I actually have a playlist for music that's just called Let's Get Moving. I need to start.
I
So,
didn't roll. Come on.
okay,
roll.
so you hear coming from
Huh.
the cave around the corner to the north, and you hear coming from the darkness. You hear coming from the darkness what sounds like a humanoid in distress.
Tax, move back, Rajaga.
That's exactly what I was going to do, was tell
Yeah.
Tax to move back. I already have an arrow on the string, as I have this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I set up, pull the arrow back and point it towards the opening where it sounds like that person's gonna come from. And ready in action to let fly if I think they need an arrow in the butt.
I settle back and get on top of Hoot.
Okay.
I ready my shield.
Do we wanna like pause here until we
some-
have an alley again?
some time passes and you can hear it's a very faint. You guys did pretty good. It's a very faint. Well, okay, Croesus.
No, he didn't do well at all.
Yeah. I mean, the other, you hear them talking about what they heard, and you're like, huh? So, Tax, Broad, and Dalen, give me a medicine check.
I'm not proficient, but I will make the roll.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Whew.
Rolled snake eyes.
Wow.
That's
I mean, altogether we rolled a 17. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
yeah. The sounds are not animal. They are from a humanoid in distress, and the voice, it's not words so much as it is like plaintive cries, and they sound very weak and exhausted.
Okay, so the one question I have is, does it sound like the sounds are getting closer, moving farther away, or basically staying in the same place?
There's a slight bit of Dopplering as if they get closer and then further away, but
Interesting.
they are not like rounding the corner like a freight train.
Okay. I would propose we take a bio break at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
We're-
Tax has a plan
Uh-huh.
for when we come back. She will probably need to give something to Brodyaga.
Well, you moved all the way back to Hoot, didn't you?
This is true, but Hoot can always be like, Hoot can always move forward at your.
Please. I've had a long day and I could use a good laugh. Please tell me your plans. I'm kidding. All right. I am. And welcome back.
We haven't rested or anything between when we fought the cat.
We have not. No.
No, we haven't.
There have been no rest. There are no rest for the wicked.
There
I
was a short rest because Don said that he was going to take a short rest while we clean the cats.
well, I was cleaning cats, so I didn't get
Yeah.
that short rest, but I guess other people may have.
Okay. Has anyone brought Sandalphon up to speed?
Basically, we found the Yeti cave. The Goliath is dead. We have his axe and his head. Oh, no, we have his axe in case his family wants to pay us a lot of money for it. We also have the head of a dwarf that went missing from Bryn Schrander named like Ugon or something. I don't know. It doesn't
Ubok.
matter.
OOBOK. Ubok.
We grabbed his head in case the dwarves in Bryn Schrander want us to pay money for it. And if they don't, well, you know, cheek meat tacos are a thing and they're delicious. And now we have heard we have not found no evidence that the tiefling and the halfling are dead. They could be, but we haven't found bones and shit that prove they are. And we have heard from somewhere around this corner, like humanoid whining. That's what we're about to go investigate. And I think it'll probably be me and Croesus on the lead on that investigation. Me again with my light, like held like this, so I just have a focused beam rather than a
All righty.
huge aura. Croesus, are you with us?
Yes, if I turn on my microphone, I am.
Okay, but also
Tax.
while I'm talking to Croesus about our plan to creep forward, Tax is trying to spur Hoot over to us to tell her plan. Tell us her plan. So that's fun. Here's Hoot. Hi, I'm Hoot.
Hi, I'm Tax on top of who? The way this works.
That's exactly what Hoot sounds like.
Let's
Yes, Tax, you had something to say?
She's dealing with the puppy if you're not looking at the screen.
No.
sorry about that. So, hey, it's okay. Those are your groceries. Tax says, are you good at throwing, Brodyaga?
Am I good at throwing Brodyaga?
Are you good at throwing, comma, Brodyaga, question mark.
Depends on what I'm throwing.
And she'll show a ball bearing very similar to the ball bearing that you have with the light.
How good do I need to be?
Well, I'll just stay here and I'm gonna put a message in this, and if you can throw it down that hallway to message the injured person, it could let them know that we are this way for them to come to us.
Will it let anyone else in the area know what's going on?
Anyone who understands common.
That's not most Yetis, but they'll still hear it, right?
That's not most Yetis.
They'll hear it as much as they hear the crying.
It's worth a shot. Give me whatever it is you want me to throw. I'll throw it.
So I'm going to do magical tinkering. I'm going to put a message in a ball bearing that simply says this way. And I need to look, but I believe there's a 6. Ellie, please don't try to jump while I'm trying to put you somewhere. I believe there's a 6-second delay on it.
All right.
So 2 seconds. Long notes. Magical tinkering. You can utter a message when you bestow this property on an object. The recording can be no more than 6/7. And whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits recording message that can be heard up to 10 feet away.
They have to tap it though. I
You
mean,
could tap it and then throw it.
right. You could put a delay on the message. Like you've got 6 seconds, so you could be silent for 3 seconds and then throw in your 3-second message. And hopefully I tap throw and your message doesn't start until 3 seconds later.
Yep. And we can do this as many times as we want.
All right, I'm game for it. I'm not proficient in throwing random objects, so I assume that's just gonna be a improvised weapon attack, which would be D20 plus Dex. And that's my roll for it.
So what are you attempting to do?
So I'm putting the message, it's gonna be a 3. So I'm gonna put a message on a ball bearing. It's part of my magical tinkering.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna simply say, come this way, but I'm going to wait 3 seconds, say that, because it's a 6-second recording. Give it to Jay. When he taps it, the 6 seconds start, and then he throws it.
How is the recipient supposed to know what this way means?
So
Yaga, do you have some directional?
Yeah, if I can discern which direction they need to run with a survival check. I rolled a 27 to tell them which direction to run.
it's very easy to know. Run towards me.
Like, I mean, assuming north is up on this map, I guess they need to run east, southeast, but they may not know that because they're probably idiots who don't know how to navigate.
So just to make sure I understand, we're throwing this like immediately down the hall, right?
So I think if
Or
I'm
we-
not mistaken,
Waiting till we see them.
I'm going to scoot up to about here because we heard the noise from somewhere down this corridor. I think I'm going to move up to about here and chuck it this way in general. I
Okay.
think that's what Tax is after.
Yep.
So when
Uh,
you get the marble, when Tax is handing you the marble, you see Croesus kind of, wiggle his fingers and cast a spell. And you hear whispered in your head, if we can see the people we are looking for, I can whisper in their ear much more subtly. And you can reply to this message.
In 25 words or less, I imagine.
Well, it's message the cantrip, so it's really just a single response.
Okay, I'll just say, sure, yeah, we'll try to attract them. I will tell Tax to say, run towards the light as her message. And then I will hold my little Tax light in my hand like this.
Oh, tax light.
With my other hand over
good.
it. And like, whoo, whoo, like that.
You say like this, Jay, but we can't see you.
Can you not see me? Am I
No.
not? Oh, okay. Okay, so here, I'm holding my Tax light in a fist like this, so the beam comes out this way. Other hand over it, like. Can we see this now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You're
the kind
making
of
a
thing I'm
little
doing.
flashlight.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Turkey.
And so when I say I can do this as many times as possible, technically I can only do this on 3 items at a time. So I would be taking it off the item that you threw, putting it on another one, and so on and so forth.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, so we'll throw a, hey, look for the light and run towards it message. And I toss it with an 18 to toss it. And I'm gonna go up to the bend in the cavern and flash my light.
I'll sneak up there with you.
Bend in the cavern, are you? All right, go to the bend in the cavern.
Okay, so this is where I intend to be.
Okay.
And I
Looks pretty
intend to-
good.
I intend
I'll
to
be right
throw it.
behind you.
I tend to throw it this way
Uh-huh.
and then start doing that flashy thing.
But okay, flashy thing. How is that standard light?
No, I have a tax gave me like
A less than standard light.
right. It's a 10-foot radius.
Uh-huh.
It's 5 foot bright, 5 foot dim, or maybe 10 foot bright, 10 foot dim. But I have it held in my fist like this, so that the
Uh-huh.
light mostly comes out between forefinger and thumb, and then I'm doing this to flash it.
Okay. So to quote Abria, break this off for me. What does it sound like? What does it look like? What happens when you throw the marble of voicemail?
So we have a 6-second recording.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got silence for 3 seconds because it starts with a tap. And then 3 seconds are tax. What exactly do you want to say?
You told me to tell it to come towards or look for the light and come towards it.
Right. So I chuck that down the hall towards
Uh-huh.
where I think the voice is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I tap it, chuck it. I rolled an
Mhm.
18 on the chuck.
Okay.
And then I'm doing this
Chuck.
whole like flash the light thing.
Sure. And Tax's voice is run into the light, children, or whatever it says, right?
It said, help is at the light.
You hear some scuffling, maybe. It's hard to tell, some organic sounds. And you hear a very tiny voice say, help me. I can't come to you.
So I heard every member of that party talk back at the bar. Does it sound familiar? I mean, I understand it's strained and far away and whatever, but
Make a perception check.
15.
I mean, as a registered misanthrope, you don't spend a lot of time like learning the voices of other humanoids unless it's prefaced by the words of here's your money and holding a hand out.
Fair.
So it could be, it sounds female and it sounds tired and small.
All right. So I will whisper back down to whoever's closest to me, like, they can't come to us. We got to go to them. It's not too late to leave them to their fate. What do you want me to do?
And you see Tax try to move Hoot forward.
Hoot will move forward if you want her to.
It's only right. If I were in there, I would want you to come help me.
Yeah, but you'd also pay me for it. Are we moving forward? Are we going to be big damn heroes?
Croesus is absolutely ready to move forward and is happy to move up stealthily to get an idea of the lay of the land.
All right, I will reposition an arrow on my bow to make sure I'm ready, and we will start moving down this way.
All righty. You make it around the corner and you see what has been making the sound
Croesus, get off me.
and the source of the voice. And that would be Let me get on the right map layer. Really? Yeah. Okay. You see what appears to be, for all intents and purposes, a
Oh well.
tiny little cute, precious. One would go so far as to say cute and adorable. Tiny, vicious, flesh-eating Yeti tyke, as it were.
You mean the organic intruder alarm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. And this Yeti tyke is batting around on the floor a tiny halfling girl. She's dressed in cold weather clothing, and she has curled up in the fetal position as this little Yeti bounces her around like a ball. And she's the one making the sounds. And as soon as you're yelling, the little Yeti, like, ah! Ah! And he runs.
Yeah, I have scenes from like Jurassic Park with the injured T-Rex yelling and screaming,
Uh-huh.
bringing the mommies. Yeah, that's what's
And
happening.
he runs over here. And yeah, to his
Initiative.
mama. Yeah, to his
We
mom.
have initiative.
And his mom looks at you, and she, let me get on the
Oh no.
and she
Oh.
bats the Yeti tyke behind her, looks at you, and roars in warning. What do you do? You have 10 seconds before I make decisions for you.
I pull out
8.
all of my crag cat meat, and I'm like, here you go. Point to the halfling. Be like, huh? Trade.
She looks at you. She leans down, sniffs at the crag cat flesh, looks back at her child, kind of puts her arms up protectively, leans down and rolls a halfling ball towards you, pulls the meat towards her.
As the halfling ball is kicked towards me,
Well,
I
not
lift
kicked,
my
roll,
right,
like a bowling ball, kind of.
right.
Bowling
Well,
for
I-
halflings.
I lift my right leg, and as it rolls past me, I kind of give it a kick towards Tax, because Tax is empathetic and shit.
I will dismount Hoot, and whoever's around me, I'm gonna signal them to put the halfling on Hoot.
Okay. Okay. The halfling is just doing a like less than a turn of combat examination. She appears to be unharmed, but she is beyond exhausted. She has been left out in the cold captured by Yetis and has been a plaything. She has been a halfling ball for a Yeti tyke for at least 24 hours.
Whoa.
She is barely coherent. She's just gasping and panting and just not even just she when as she sees you, Tax, she just keeps repeating, thank you. Oh.
I
Oh,
am
praise
overjoyed at this, but I would
praise
like to say
Yandala, my prayers have been answered. Please, please, please get me out of here.
Joe, you should probably read what's in the D&D, the Roll20 chat, because I think that is about to change everything that has just happened. But I'd like to say we saved the halfling, kind of.
Where are you, Farouk?
Right next to him.
Right there in the
You are.
exactly where he wants to
Farouk
be.
is sick of all your shit. We're going to roll the halfling ball down to here. And
Strike.
We are
God damn it. That looks like initiative rolling is happening.
that is initiative rolling. I'm
Are
clear.
in order.
Oh
Why didn't
wait,
you check
no,
our
no, okay,
turns?
no, cancel. Okay. Well, this is gonna be cool.
Can we move the halfling onto Hoot, because that was happening before Varuk made his way past us to do this.
Can you do what now?
The halfling ball had made it all the way over to me and onto Hoot.
Sure.
Hoot has an initiative roll if you need it.
I do not. Just
I
kind
didn't figure.
of stuff Hoot in the trunk back there near the halfling ball. And
So when you said this was going to be cool, were you making a pun?
no, it's gonna be neat.
No one in this party ever makes puns.
That's
No,
true.
this-
I don't know why you would think they would.
Right. We are a punless group of adventurers.
womp
None
womp.
of the puns are intended.
Okay. We have some turn order going here. Do we have everybody in? Is everybody rolled up?
I have rolled.
Okay. Well, nope. I need this one. And I need that. And with your roar of challenge, Mama Bear, and I mean that almost literally, you like roars her Yeti defiance at you, and she will accept your challenge for the safety of her child. Dallin, you are up. Bradyaga, you're on deck.
I take a quick look around. Is there any free for manipulation snow in this place, or is it all just frozen ice?
It's just frozen ice.
All right, then I point my staff, shout a word of command, and a firebolt will fly out from the end of the staff.
Okay. And
11 to hit. I rolled a 1.
that's
I was-
cool. Yeah, that is a what to hit? An 11?
11 to hit.
Yeah, your firebolt just misses. Goes right by the Yeti Mama Bear, and she is spectacularly underwhelmed by your display of arcane feats and skill.
All right. I'm going to,
Poof.
we're kind of choke pointed here, and I think I can technically move through where people are.
Difficult terrain,
So if only 15 feet of movement,
basically, yeah.
5, 10, 15. There we go.
There we go. The only thing that saddens me is that the music won't be on the captured stream, but
Is it not? Is none of
because
the-
well, it's coming through Roll20, which means unless someone is specifically broadcasting their desktop audio into Zoom, Zoom isn't capturing it.
I mean, I could do that, but that's a, you know what? We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, no, it's not a big deal.
Right.
I
right,
can
Dallin,
I can make
what
it
you
happen.
got?
Hold on.
I fired a firebolt and then I ran away.
Dallin got a firebolt and he scampered. Rajaga, you are up. Sistan Song Sayer. You have left the green room. You feel the stage beckoning.
I so question one, and this will be my only question before I decide.
I think you need to get closer to your computer with your microphone so that you do not sound like you're broadcasting from a communist number station in the 50s.
Yeah, fuck you. Communist number stations are the bomb. Anyway, in your opinion, DM, how much of that crag cat meat did I offer initially? Do I have any left at all?
You said you were tossing it all out there. I assume
Okay. So-
it was a package kind
Yeah,
of
so-
wrapped up in crag cat like parchment paper, i.e.
I was gonna say, it's like
hair covered flesh.
Deli paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I have nothing left to offer, then it's time to go to war.
It's time, baby.
Yeah. So unfortunately, once, I don't know how this works. Once Dawn moved back, I can't see anything around me but blackness.
Huh?
I don't know why Dawn's token is relevant. Okay, now I can see.
There you go.
Okay,
I just
I
had to
will
bring
move.
you up top.
I still can't see. I briefly saw the Yeti, but I don't see it anymore. But I will move back to where I said I would move back to, or where I moved
I
back
think maybe
to.
you've gone around the corner. Yeah.
I don't think I have. Like, like this is all blackness. I am surrounded by blackness. I can see here, here, and here,
that is so.
but I
weird.
can't see anything in front of me.
How about now?
Now I can't even see myself.
Neat. Okay.
Do you
Cool.
exist anymore?
No.
Don,
Okay.
Don, move back there.
That's a little better. Okay.
Hold on.
So is it because you don't have light? You only had the light for like the 5 foot around you. So can you not see
How
it
about
because there's
now?
no light?
You better?
No, that's better.
Okay.
So I will move to here and I will plug Yeti Mama with an arrow, I hope. I
You're
will
welcome to try.
I will designate her as favored foe. Hunter's mark is gone.
Jay, do you have night vision or dark vision?
No, but that's not the issue either.
Okay.
17 to hit for a total of 9 points of damage.
I mean, my
Alrighty.
question is
The
there a way?
arrow sinks into Mama Bear's furry body, and she yelps. We'll go
If
with
Dalen
yelps.
moves away, do you have a light source that reaches Mama Bear?
That's what it is.
No, that's not what it is. I can tell you from
The way it
what
looks on your
I have
screen. Yeah.
observed,
Yeah.
that is not the issue. I
But
don't
my
know what's
question
going.
still stands. If I move away, do you have a light source that reaches Mama Bear?
How about we not worry about this right now?
Okay.
Okay, Jay,
Yeah.
reload, refresh the.
Now, right now I can see Mama. Well, whatever you just did removed her from my view.
That
I
was
moved-
Don moving his character
I
back.
moved me back to where my character moved to.
Actually,
Okay.
Jay, no, you do not have a light source strong enough to see Mama Bear. I'm looking at your circles, and she's about 5 feet away from your light circles.
That would make me a disadvantage, which is still 17 to hit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you did, and you did, and you did some damage.
Nice.
You sank an arrow into Mama Bear's flesh. The Mama Yeti, simply trying to protect her young, attacked by the vicious and uncaring party of humans. You guys are doing nothing to break stereotype, guys. Brajaga,
mean-
anything else you got?
If she would have backed off when I gave her the meat, this would all be over.
I think it was the whole, challenging it to a fight.
Yeah, no,
I
it was
didn't
totally,
do
it was
that.
totally Farouk that just like
Yeah.
rolled around the
Farouk did that.
corner and was like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna kill a
It's
Yeti.
like, ooh, Yeti, I challenge you.
Okay, Brajaga,
No.
anything else?
That's it for Bradyaga.
All righty, Sistine Song Sayer. Say that
right.
consecutive times.
System
Sistine
song sayer, system song sayer,
definitely
system
can't-
song sayer, system song sayer, system song sayer, system song sayer. This is easy.
All right.
Sistine definitely cannot see. So I don't think that I can target a Yeti with anything, even at disadvantage
don't
because
have
of the
night
spell
vision?
attack. I don't.
Jeez.
And so I'm going to
Wish you
do
had a
what I
light
can.
source. Yeah.
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 And I'm going to cast guidance on my friend Robert.
Yes.
And so Croesus has guidance on him. And I'm going to come back. Is the halfling near me?
The
Should be on Hoot.
is right here.
Halfling is on here. So I'm going to then back up to where the halfling is to be able to do some administrations of medicine next round. I believe.
Excellent.
I think that would be,
that would be good.
yeah.
All righty. Anything else?
That is it. Movement and actions.
Beautiful. Mama Bear, Mama Yeti. We'll call her Mama Yeti. She looks at you, Varuk, and your puny, well, not so puny. Still puny compared to her. Looks at you at your form and she lunges forward in challenge and makes a claw attack and another claw attack. And then did those I'm assuming the 7 didn't hit, but the 23 did.
Yep.
It does a total of 9 damage, and I am going to need you to make a need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Wow, that's pretty good.
Understand. All right.
That's pretty good.
Why make one roll when you can make 4?
Like, does it roll? Like, does it roll when I click on the con save?
I think it does. Yeah.
It does.
'Cause I
Yeah,
clicked
and it
on
rolls with advantage unless you hit, I think it's
There-
Alt and put it, oh no, yeah, Alt, and then click on it. Alt just rolls 1.
Well, no, it's
Uh,
it's set to roll twice, but it rolled 2 different saves, and I think that's because. So I clicked on con, expecting to have to go and click on the Beyond 20 button, but I think the first time I clicked on it, it just auto rolled or something.
Well,
Right.
you got a 20. You passed it. That you feel the Yeti's cold, ice hard eyes look at you, and you feel a shiver run down your spine. But I mean, you've been cold before. You're not impressed with the chilling gaze of the Yeti. You think it's kind of funny. As a matter of fact, you're like, oh, okay. You're trying to make me feel cold. I was born in cold. It is my home. All right.
You get
Cool.
a New York Bane. I love it.
Yeah.
You're like a mobster Bane.
I was born in cold. She's taken up as much space as she wants to. She's gonna stay right where she is. And that's all she's got. Varuk, you are up.
All
Tax max attacks. You are on deck.
Got it.
I think we've established an 11 misses.
Yep. That you make a swing
Okay.
and a miss, good sir.
I will action surge and then perform the dodge action.
The what?
Dodge action.
Oh. Okay, dodge gives you advantage. No, what does it do?
Disadvantage for monster, anything that attacks me.
Okay, you're dodging.
And then
Action surging and dodging.
Then I
Alright.
will second wind.
Regaining a hit point there.
Oh no, it's +2, so 3.
Yay! Okie dokie. Is that all you got for the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
I was hoping for a better roll there.
Tax. Tax attacks. Tax attacks. Make the tax.
Looks like she's on the phone.
It also looks like Dolph has the same initiative, so if we need to wait for,
Yeah, we can, well, Dolph has the same initiative as the Yeti tyke, whom I'm going to tell you is going to stay right where it is. So Dolph, if you wish to pop out a turn and do your thing while Tax
I can do that.
yaks.
Okay. 5, 10 feet. And so when I go through a person that's double, so that's
Well,
20. Sorry?
yeah, you're doing good.
20 and then 30 to get there.
You got it.
And I'm gonna rage, buddy.
Yeah.
Ah! And you see Dolph just kind of seem to glow and almost like crack with light streaming around their face. And that's my last rage of the day. I'm gonna be raged out at the end of this. And I'm going to reckless attack, buddy. Let's go.
Do it. Oh yeah.
22.
nice.
Great. You sink your anger-filled slash of the greatsword cuts into the fur and the flesh of the Yeti, doing pretty good damage there. Pretty good.
8 points, buddy.
All
And
righty.
that is the end of my turn, and I just scream.
It's a tasty scream. Tax.
Sorry about that. That was my delivery that's supposed to be on Tuesday, getting to my office today, which there is no one there right now.
Oh, whoops.
So,
Uh-huh.
I am going to do just the classic create bonfire, and I'm going to aim it for right. Or I'm going to make this ping so everyone can see it. Create bonfire right there.
Right there.
Right there. Right in Yeti space.
Okay. Well, interestingly enough, you does that actually do the fire damage? Does that actually do that?
Any
It is a
any
deck
creature-
save. Deck save.
any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell has a deck save or they take D8 fire damage.
Okay. Well, Yetis are big, you know, and bonfires are scary. So the bonfire blazes forth, and the Yeti screams in fear and like backs away, like takes a step back as the bonfiery flames lick at her fur, blackening it.
In addition, I want to say this creature must make a saving throw when it moves into this bonfire space, or for the first time on a turn, or it ends their turn there. So if the Yeti doesn't move and it's still there, it's going to take more damage.
Okay, so it is a 5-foot cube?
5-foot
Right.
cube.
Okay,
Yeah,
where's this 5-foot cube? Like right here?
Right here. This here.
I do that. Will that work?
Nope. It's like literally like the one that the Yeti's on.
Just draw a square, Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Probably this square. It's a persistent 5-foot cube here.
Right there.
There we go.
The bonfire is.
Right. That is a bonfire.
That is a fire of the bonds. Okay.
But
Very
not-
good.
Not of the Bono. That is
So
Okay. Well, that seems pretty good. What else you got?
I am going to. I have that many people in front of me. I'm going to stay where I am,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to get out the jug from my backpack.
Get out the what?
Get a jug out of my backpack. That is like cast bonfire, get jug out of backpack. That is my equal to movement.
Beautiful. Okay. So we've already done the Yeti tank. We've already done Sandalphon. Croesus, making your combat debut.
About time.
What do you got, buddy?
Do we go cold or hot?
hot.
We're going to take my, let's see, dexterity roll was +1, 3. Maybe we just bonfire it up. Sure. All right. Croesus is going to step over here where he's got a very clean, well, maybe not directly line of sight. He's gonna step over here and you're going to hear him say, "May these flames cast shadows upon you." And he's going to cast Great Bonfire as well.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to do it in this square right here. Well, yeah, right there is fine. Well, no, let's do it here, right there.
Where is that?
The southern right corner. So southeast corner of the Yeti. Yeah, I'm trying to ping. I'm assuming you see it. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Well,
Croesus likes fire, so here we go. You know.
that is a that's a 6. So that's a big fat failure.
That is a big fat failure.
And Mama Bear will
Take 8 damage.
be very, very unhappy about the amount of fire, which you can tell she's not a fan of. Like fire and Yetis, they're not buddies. They're not. So yeah, she's
Cool.
not good. She is not
Croesus
good.
will take a step back afterwards.
Mm-hmm,
And now the Yeti is really lit up. For anyone who couldn't see, there are 2 bonfires there providing lots of light.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can hold on. I don't boo, boo.
Supposed to be a new way to drag light sources directly to the board.
Crap. Really? Okay, can you
Hey people, Carlos here from Roll20, and I'm here to.
no? Not emitting light, huh?
Joe,
Yes.
on the bar to the left where you see the ruler and the draw tool, do you now see a little torch?
I mean, if I go to the dynamic lighting thing, I do.
No. On just the bar to the left where you would do a draw tool or the ruler
Yeah.
or the initiative, do you see a torch? Drag that torch to the board.
Oh. Okay.
Did that drag a light source?
I don't know. Did it? Oh, maybe if I'm on the actual objects and token layer.
I mean, I can see everything I need to see, so
How about now?
I
No?
didn't see a change. But again, I can see everything I need to see.
Okay. So because of the way this one is dynamically lit, I may not be able to alter. Yeah.
Okay, I know that I haven't played with it yet, but I know that's a new tool that you are supposed to be able to just drag light directly to the board. But I've
No,
not played with it yet.
that sounds great. However,
That's what I can currently see in
okay.
Facebook
Well,
Messenger.
you see the torch thing there. You see the little symbol. That's kind of cool, right?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. It says it emits bright light. Yeah, it ain't doing shit. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Not in the Icewind
Yeah, that's
Dale.
not what you had in mind, is it? All right. Well, anyway, that's Flamey Flame. So you're feeling flamey. You're on fire.
To
You've
be
done some.
fair, I'm emitting bright light, and so you probably couldn't tell because I
Wait a
emit,
minute.
like,
Are you? You're not emitting bright light.
yeah, I have light cast on like an object that I'm carrying.
Why am I not seeing your bright light stuff? Huh. I mean, that's the area of light that you emit, supposedly. I don't know why you're not emitting light. So anyway, this is mechanically useless. Croesus, are you done?
Yes, Croesus is done.
All righty, Dolan. Dolan? Why am I getting your name wrong all of a sudden?
I don't know. I'm going to move up
Mm-hmm.
5, 15, 20. All right. When I get to there, and now that I can see the Yeti again, I'm going to fling another fireball. 17 for 10 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're doing good. The already warm Yeti is even more worn, and she's looking pretty toasty.
We're just trying to heat up the world one Yeti at a time.
Yeah, I get it. Anything else, Dallin?
No, I can't really move away, so I'm done with my turn.
All righty. Broad, you are up.
All right, I'll move to here so that she is within range of my light and I don't have disadvantage to shoot her.
I mean,
And,
she's well lit, so you can see her.
oh, well, then I won't move. I'll just shoot her.
Okay.
22 to hit for a total of 16 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to like draw the arrow slowly and be like, hi guys. Whoop. Plink. And shoot her right between the eyes.
And she makes a whimper, a sad, plaintive noise, and drops.
Sad
And
baby
then-
Yeti noises now.
And then I will shout out, there's no reason to kill her cub.
Varuk will go,
And I
oh,
will use my movement
good job. I knew we could do it.
to move towards her cub.
Did you see how hard she hit me? That was amazing.
I start taking a look around the room, digging through the snow. I do an investigation of
Well,
the area.
we assume the baby doesn't throw a fit.
Well,
I
the
have
baby-
approached the baby
Okay.
peacefully, but that's what I did with my movement on my turn after I killed his mother.
Right. It looks up at you, terrified. You get the feeling it's probably gonna want to like take off.
Where is all? I know I gave all the crag cat meat. Where is that meat physically? Where does it
Right here.
exist? Yeah, I reach back, grab some crag cat meat and offer it to the baby Yeti.
Make an animal handling check with disadvantage, you mother murdering monster.
I am a mother murdering monster and I have a 6 on my animal handling check with disadvantage.
Yeah. The Tiny Yeti is, not smart, but he's not stupid. He just saw you murder his mother in cold blood, you monster. And he swipes at you, rolling an 18 to do a whole 2 points of damage.
Oh, that will hit.
All right, then. Well, you take a point of slashing and a point of cold.
Ooh.
Fair. I smack him with crag cat meat.
Okay. I don't know that that's even, is that an unarmed attack? Are you
That would
trying to
be-
hurt the baby Yeti?
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to be like, hey, food, you idiot.
Well, see, the problem is they're not animals.
I know they're not animals.
Yeah, it has intelligence. It just witnessed you kill its mother.
I get that.
Yeah.
And
food
now
is
I'm
not-
offering it food.
I
Yeah,
walk
but
up and try to do the same.
I don't.
Pretty sure that's an
I don't think
abusive
that's
tactic.
gonna work. just because she I mean, where the fuck were these rolls with a mama bear? All right. Flashes at you again, doing 4 points of the slashing and 2 points of the cold.
Was that me?
That was you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll keep attempting to offer it the meat.
Okay. The tiny Yeti, the littlest Yeti, if you will oh wow. Okay. You will run off. Yelling mournfully, angrily, and alarmedly.
So in other words, he provokes an attack of opportunity.
If you wish, yeah, you absolutely can take an attack of opportunity.
We can murder hobos.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
this
Team
guy.
Wasabi.
So I'm assuming I'm attempting to smash him with a slab of meat, which with I am not proficient. So it is just a straight roll of 21 to hit.
Sure, you
Crit.
hit. Give me an unarmed. Give
Oh
me.
no, that's a crit. Hell
Yeah.
yes.
Oh man. All right, give me a slab of meat to the face attack roll.
Well, that was the attack
Fucking
roll.
monster.
I'm
Mother
gonna assume
killing.
I'm gonna assume
baby
it's 2d4, so 5
slapping,
points of
like you are literally slapping a newly orphaned, you assume, baby Yeti in the face with meat.
for 5 points of damage.
All righty, you do that 5 points of damage. You win, and you know what? It looks really bad. Like getting
This is,
smacked with meat is not what he expected.
Yeah, so then I just hold the meat out to him, like, look, fucker, just eat the goddamn meat and stop being a bitch.
Well,
This is not how this should be going.
yeah, he runs off,
This is
and then
this
I lean
is
over to
taking it
Rod.
worse.
I lean over to Broad and be like, I think
and then
you should not stay around here. That little Yeti's gonna grow up to kill you.
yeah, from around the corner, Daddy Bear comes home, wondering why his bloodied and smeared with meat blood child just run past him. He sees the corpse of his life mate, and you chucklehead standing around it. He bellows in rage and jumps to attack the closest thing to him.
I immediately say, oh, see, I told you.
And
We deserve all of this,
yeah.
100%. This
He's
is
lunging forward, and he's going to swipe at the guy holding the bloody meat.
That's fair.
oh, yeah.
I ought to give him
we're
like
pretty
a
terrible
Jenny
right now.
bonus.
We're
All
pretty
right.
awful.
He swipes at you twice. And
Joe.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw,
I will.
All right.
Mr. Meat Man.
I will impose disadvantage on the first attack.
Okay.
Well, so if he poses disadvantage on the first attack, that's a 13 to hit. It doesn't hit.
Okay. Fair enough.
But either that or yeah, you roll another d20 on the first one.
Yep.
however
Yep.
you
So
wanna do it.
I'll roll another. I'll roll another. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, that's 20 and a
There you go.
13.
That's a
Okay.
13. Probably still doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
I already
Meat
rolled it.
Man.
It's an 18.
Okay. Well,
It is an 18.
you feel wait. Yep. There it is. All right. You feel the chill of this Yeti's gaze, but you know, Why should you care? Because you're a orphan making monster. Really. Smacking baby Yetis around with the meat of another beast you had just recently slaughtered. Congratulations, you're going to hell.
Fair.
You're like, wait, which one? Furnace? 'Cause I
Are we the baddies?
okay, so I shouldn't have fucking ditched. Yeah, roll. Give me, just do the initiative thing again. You
All right, we are initiating again.
fucking monsters.
Hey, I'm slightly more into this one.
I mean, yeah. I was just trying to feed a child. Kinda.
Oh, what was the mother in your way?
An orphan. He wasn't an orphan 5 minutes ago.
I never used the word orphan, okay? Never. I
That
just
needs
said I
to
was trying
be-
to feed a child.
In whatever
Well,
sort of.
And he's not
montage-
technically an orphan yet. Just saying.
I mean, he will be soon.
But
Oh,
this
that's
group of murder
intent right there.
hubbubs. Oh yeah.
That is intent.
Oh, yeah.
Present to you Exhibit A. Intent to murder Yeti.
All righty. Is everybody rolled up? It's gonna roll up. I seem to be missing some people. Am I missing anybody?
I'm in there.
I don't
Broad,
see me in there. There
I don't
am.
see
Okay.
all right, I see Broad, I see Baruch, I see the Yeti, I see Siston, I see Dalen. Why am I saying your name wrong? Dalen. Jesus.
Got it.
Dolph and Crow. Okay, yeah, that's everybody. Okay.
Do we?
You didn't see
Oh.
tax. I have a 19. I didn't click on my little person. So
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, just manually edit and I'll do the thing.
how am I still not on there? I just clicked on my, oh, because I'm not in the select tool. My bad. Adios, mío.
Yes, ma'am. Huh.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep, I'm on
All
there.
right. You got a 19. Cool. Convenient. Okay. Okay. All right. Broad, the mother murdering monster. You are up, sir. You are facing the life partner of the female Yeti you just shuffled off this mortal coil and then slapped his child in the face with bloody meat.
All right, so I
um,
still have the bloody meat in my
You
hand.
absolutely do.
I am going to chuck. I'm going to be like, hey, look, bloody meat. It's delicious. And chuck it as far down this corridor as I can.
You absolutely managed to somehow like boomerang toss that slab o meat past the Yeti, whose
Oh, that's a shit roll.
whose
But-
sorrow and rage seem to make him unaffected by the presence of fresh meat. Is what? Yep, that's some.
That's a shit roll.
That is.
I probably threw it in his chest for
Right.
no
You
damage.
probably just slap the meat. It's
I was
like
probably like,
lands in his
"Whack."
chest, he looks down at you, he looks up at you, and if you spoke Yeti, he would be like, really? Really? All right. Brad, you got anything else?
yeah,
Meat slapper.
I'll take the opportunity attack. I'm going to move the fuck away from him.
Okay. He absolutely will take an opportunity attack against you.
That'll hit.
25 for 11 points of slashing and cold damage.
Yeah, I'm super not okay,
You monster.
but that was
But-
only 5 feet and I saw 25 feet more, so I'll go back over the fuck here.
Yeah.
And guess what? He can't take opportunity attacks against the rest of you now. So go for it.
Okay, everybody. Would you mind finishing making that baby Yeti an orphan? Monsters.
Well, don't have much of a
What is
choice
that quote
now.
from The Witcher. What is the quote from The Witcher? The monsters are the worst monsters are the people. What is it?
Oh yeah, we're the baddies.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Technically speaking, Yetis are chaotic evil. Fuck them up. I don't care, but it is fun to give you like a lot of shit for, you know.
Successfully trading with the Yeti and having an opportunity to leave, and then just nope, not taking
Right,
it.
right.
I
You
tried.
are up, Tax. you are
I
next.
tried.
I mean, to be
goddammit.
fair, we played it exactly how the party would have done it.
To
Absolutely.
be fair,
To be
fair.
fair,
there were plenty of context clues long before we got into this cave that I was going to fight a Yeti when I got into this cave.
Oh, you know, I'm like I knew it was going to happen, and it
I
happened.
mean, if there'd been
Not
a
surprised.
sign over
hiding
it
it.
that said Farouk's Yeti fighting cave, it wouldn't have been more obvious. Everybody
Yeah.
just been like, yeah, that's what that says. This is
Because there was a mission presented, hey, go kill this Yeti. I'm like, ooh, kill a Yeti? I'm on board.
right.
Well, I'm on board. I get to attack things now, so
Okay. Well,
Awesome.
Siston,
All right.
feeling?
So with the light well in there, I feel like I can see, and so
Mhm.
I hit my shield, and you hear this tone come through,
Bong.
and the unweaving toll is cast. And
Okay.
DC of 14.
So
did
it
they just
is
like
a
rename spells?
Somebody did.
the target must succeed on a wisdom. So it's a wisdom 14. You monsters.
Because this is Toll of the Dead, but it's called Unweaving Toll.
Yeah. That is a 14. The Yeti is too filled with rage for the tolling of the unweaving to unweave it.
All right. Well, I will then back up myself and go be closer to the poor little halfling that is still having PTSD or just SD.
Not really post. It's-
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
just SD.
It's
Just
more
really-
like OTSD. It's like ongoing stress disorder,
Yeah.
ongoing trauma. Yeah.
Ongoing traumatic stress disorder. Yes.
Yeah, but it's OTSD. All righty, Tax Yaks, you are up for the attack. Tax backs for the attacks.
Yes.
Too good. All right, Varuk. After attacks, you are on deck.
So so the one Yeti is still alive, correct?
Yeah. That Papa Bear is made it home, and he's found some interlopers in his home cave there. He was looking forward to a peaceful night of eating some mountain goat, maybe playing with the new toy his child has, and
There's now a bonfire right there.
okay. And what is the saving throw on that? 13?
13.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't give a fuck about your bonfire. He like, okay. Wait, why am I not seeing a description of create bonfire? So he creates a bonfire. He doesn't take the damage from the initial bonfiring. Bonfiring?
Awning fire.
There we go. So he is He's like, yep, that's a bonfire. What else you got, Magic Man? Wait, magical girl. You are a literal magical girl. Okay.
I am going to. I did get that jug out, but I was gonna try to poison the baby.
Well, the baby is
It's
nowhere to
it's
be
gone.
seen.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna try to poison a baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
I
I'm
thought
going
I
to
was the.
I'm
I thought
going to
I thought
sample
I
the
was
sound
the.
from this video, and I'm going to make that my ringtone.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I was the amoral part of this party, but someone just said they were going to poison a baby.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stay here because I have
You've
this
never poisoned a
large
baby?
dead two-fire Yeti to hide behind. And prepare my next attack.
By the way, the bonfires that you created previously,
Mhm.
well, they have caught the fur of Mama Yeti on fire. The room is beginning to fill with the acrid smoke of burned Yeti fur.
Gross.
Joy.
Right?
Smells like mama's cooking.
Oh God.
Hey, but she's gonna poison a baby. Holy fuck.
All right, Baruch, I guess you're up unless you have more macabre tricks to do, Valentine's.
I will stand there and then attempt to shove to knock down the Yeti.
All righty.
Knock it down.
Is that a
Do it.
is that a strength thing?
Ooh.
So it's a contested strength thing, right?
Think so, yeah. That's my athletics versus.
They have a choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Well, in this case, just strength.
Kaboom!
And
Baruch knocks down a Yeti.
I guess the Yeti falls down because why wouldn't he?
Took him at the knee. Ooh.
And that was my action.
He took
I'm sorry.
he took a Baruch to the knee. Okay. Yeah. That Yeti is
Prone.
okay. Well, he's knocked down. Will he get up again?
And can I stand here?
Yeah, I mean you're standing on slowly cooking
I'll just be
Yeti
next
fur
to it.
fire. So yeah, but you're not actually in. I mean, no, you can stand right there because that's not where the bonfire is. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Sure.
I'll stand right there then.
You stand right there. All right. Okay. Cool. Is that all you got?
That was my action, yeah.
Okie dokie. Well, so now the Yeti has to make another dex save, which he absolutely
Ali,
does.
what are you singing?
Right? And he moves
Bonfire by
out of the way of
No.
the bonfire, and he's going to lean in on the new challenger that has entered the arena. And he's going to make a claw and another claw. And then he's going to try to give you some chilling gaze action. So let's see what we got here. We got an 8, which is probably Jack and Squat. Got a 14 for some 8 and some 6. If 14 hits, does 14 hit you?
Is that me? No.
Huh? Yeah.
No.
No? Okay, Constitution save, please. So maybe it's the excitement. Maybe it's the rather distracting smell of slow roasting Mama Yeti,
I'm here for this. Let's go.
right? But the Yeti's eyes catches you, and you know the attack's called chilling gaze, but in this case, it's just sad rage. It's more the rage of sadness and despair. You take 6 points of cold damage, and as a bonus, you are paralyzed in sadness and fear, mostly sadness. Really, all this does is impart a teensy bit of empathy, which you overcome quickly, but you're still paralyzed. You will get to make a Constitution save at the end of your turn. Okay. All right. Mr. Wizard.
Mr. Wizard. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little quick experiment. All right. So he's frozen and paralyzed Varuk. Has he taken any damage?
He's not. I don't know if frozen is technically the word. He's paralyzed and cold. But being cold is nothing new.
Fling out a hand, articulate some magic words. I cast arcane bolts, but so 3 force bolts fly at him for 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, how did that get named Arcane Bolt instead of Magic Missile?
Because magic.
Magic, man.
Don't fucking question it, man.
I like your words, Magic Man.
Who renames Magic Missile?
I don't know.
Somebody doesn't want someone to cast a shield all of a sudden.
Right.
Arcane bolt, what do I care? Oh!
I don't understand.
Alrighty, Dalen.
This has never happened before.
What else?
That is
Okay,
all
wait a minute. Hold on. Now my brain can't remember. Is it Dalen or Dallin?
It is Dalen. I will change the spelling to D-A-Y if it will help.
No. That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go changing the spelling, I'm going to change it to DAY-LYNNE. So
okay. That's the Netherese spelling of the name.
Yeah, that's
but-
the
Dalen
Waterdeep
implies the existence of a Nightland.
wisdom teeth implies the existence of a dexterity teeth. So.
right.
Hold on 1 second. I need to tell you, I'm about to share our Zoom link with a friend who is planning on running a D&D over Roll20. I don't know if she will join, but she might. She will be an observer just to learn what the fuck is going on.
And so she
Search back on.
how a DM can run it poorly. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, how a DM can run it magnificently. Give me advantage for saying that.
I don't know. Inspiration, maybe. All right.
Well, that's what advantage is. All right.
Dalen.
After the arcane bolts fly and strike him, I'm far enough away. I'm not going to try to move. I'm just going to keep my eye on the battlefield. And that's the end of my turn.
Dolph, here's a question.
Yeah,
Are you still raging?
that was my question. I was gonna ask that. Like, if I can be still raging, I'm going to.
I don't.
Like,
How does it? Did you take damage or deal damage? I want to say there were a couple of turns in there that you didn't.
well, like,
You either
I-
take
I
damage
have-
or you attack.
I have been flicking Dolph's ear constantly.
You know what?
Keep her rage going.
I'll allow it.
okay.
Dolph hasn't had a good rage fit, and you know, just when you thought what really pisses you off is the thing fucking died before you got to go in there and fuck it up, and now something new has appeared, which fills you with rage.
More rage.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna move over to here, and I'm just gonna yell at its face and then attack with my great sword.
You do
Reckless.
that. You do that. You swing that great sword and
Miss.
you know.
Oh.
No. No, the wild swing of the great sword just buries itself in the flesh of Papa Bear, and he screams and you scream, and we all
Well,
scream.
right.
Yeah, we all scream for death screams. And yeah, you do some good damage there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is the end of my turn.
Croesus, you are up, and you all begin to think, Mama Yeti, it's what's for dinner.
It's about to be Daddy Yeti too.
Huh.
Because we're
You're
going to do the same
disgusting.
thing. We're going to cast Great Bonfire again, and we're going to put it right here in the northeast quadrant of this Daddy Yeti.
Huh.
And as he does that, as this bonfire creates, you kind of see the other bonfire like shrivel back up, back kind of vortexes it back into itself and disappears as the other one sort of appears and vortexes back up.
All right. You have you are now -1 bonfire and +1 bonfire.
Yep.
All right.
And I need to click on the cast button so that way we can actually like figure out what damage I'm going to do. I'm going to do 5 damage if they fail the save. Fail the save. Fail the save.
Where's the
Failed the save. Failed the save.
Oh no.
That looks like a failed save.
That is a failed save. Oh man. It's just one damn thing after another with you people. And it's just, it's another damn bonfire. You monsters.
We are.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so Croesus is going to sit exactly just where he is because he can kind of see a lot of everything. Well, actually, I take that back. He's going to move just so he can get a better vantage point down the hallway. He's going to move here.
Ah, jeez. Okay. All right. Well, Broad Yaga, the mother murdering monster, you're up.
I'm not a murderer. However, I was. This is all on my friend. And I say to him in giant, are you happy?
I can't speak, so he just looks at you.
Yeah, he's paralyzed.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. For some reason, Rod, Varuk does not answer. He doesn't even he makes no reaction to what you've said.
That's okay, because I shoot Papa. Yeah, I shoot.
Yeah.
15 to hit for 7 points of damage.
You sink an arrow into his flesh. And he's got a lot going on. He's got some fire. Whoa, that was wrong. About that. Okay. He's, like I said, he's got a lot going on. There's flames everywhere. He doesn't like it. I mean, really, he doesn't like any of you. He has no good choices. Assistant Song Sayer. You are up.
Laura.
Sorry. Yes, I am up. So I'm going to not click on the damn Zoom link and actually click on the Rime of the Frost Maiden map
Yes.
and,
Yes.
and not have it completely reload. But that's so I'm gonna have to do something else. All right. Cannot see. Every time, so I have that feature where every time Zoom reloads, it does the thing that you all hate, which it takes up the full screen. And then when I go to the Rime of the Frost Maiden actual map, it reloads the entire map. So it really does just take a while for my turn. But we're all good. I'm not going to cuss or anything.
Uh-huh. We believe you.
So why is it not? Oh. It's asking me a question. There we go.
Uh-huh.
So for all of 1 point possible damage,
Uh-huh.
another.
Dead and the Tolan. That is a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, since the Yeti has with the disadvantage, that is a 12. And he's taking damage. So does that change the math there of your
No, that was a D.
No?
That's a 1 on a D12. That is how well that went.
That's
I'm
good.
feeling really confident and
Right?
good.
Are you feeling the surge of power?
You guys hit it. It hit the
Courses
field
through me.
and course through it. You hear it, you know,
Mhm.
reverberate through the cave, and
Mhm.
the Yeti is like, "What was that?"
Right. The Yeti was like, you know, it's called Toll the Dead, but it's really more of a like Tong the Dead, like Tong.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
It's you know those little handbells.
Yeah. There you go.
Little
Ding, ding, ding.
thimbles, ding ding ding. It's like, oh, is there a belly dancer somewhere?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know.
There it is. Bell attacks the baby poisoner. You are up. I mean, would you like to track down the baby Yeti so you could poison it? Lisa. Earth to Lisa.
Sorry, my bad.
I said Bell attacks the baby poisoner. It's your turn.
My bad. I'm doing multiple things at one time. I do apologize. I'm paying attention to this now. Oh, look, he's still alive. Guess what I'm gonna do?
I don't know.
And then that one is gonna go right in his booty. I'm gonna put it right here.
Well, that's fine. You know. Yeah, he completely fails it. He takes 3 more points of cooking damage. His world is literally on fire. You guys are great. Really, you are.
And again, I remind you, if he ends his turn,
No, I know, and I want you to know that there are 3 of those fucking things just kind of hanging out around him right now.
Isn't Create Bonfire a concentration spell, so you can only have 1 going per person?
Yes, which is exactly why mine swirled away and came up someplace else.
so on mine,
So I know this one.
you create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range until the spell ends. The magic fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space will cast dexterity save. Creature must also save. The bonfire ignites flammable objects in this area that aren't being carried or worn. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Right. Concentration is the important thing. So,
Because when you stop concentrating, the spell ends.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can only have, so this one.
But wouldn't it's like the fire would still be there because the fur is on fire.
Yeah, but it'll go out if the magic is
Okay.
not there. It's not going to be a bonfire. It's more of a
Yeah.
smoldering mother bear flesh sort of
Yeah,
situation.
the way it normally works, if you cast that on a bunch of tinder and then stop concentrating, it would keep burning. But things that are
So
worn,
what if-
kind of
what-
like
okay,
fur,
so
don't
who's-
continue to burn.
Whose bonfire is this?
That one was mine.
Okay, so we
I can delete it.
I got it. I just need to make sure we don't have, too many fucking bonfires, you pyromaniac baby killers.
And there we go.
That's you, huh? Varuk,
Do it, Varuk.
you are paralyzed. So at the end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw. And for a minute there, you had a brief flash of empathy, and you felt the chill of the loneliness, the impending sadness and loneliness of Papa Bear. But it didn't last, 6 seconds or so, and you're out of there. You feel your usual sense of sociopathy return, and you're good to go on the next turn, sir.
All right.
So now
He's being a very good roadblock for us, though.
the Yeti motherfucker has to make 2 fucking saves.
No, it's only if he ends the turn
Yeah, he has to end his turn.
or moves through them.
Yeah, well, he's got to move through them because he's going to move down here.
This is true.
Yep.
Here's the reason why we put them there.
Yep. So
Opportunity attack.
we got to do this and this.
2 attacks of opportunity. Get him.
And he's going to fail both of those. So both of you give me some more fire damage. And
Oh,
Let me get my damage.
okay, well, that's 5. Okay,
8 damage. Yay.
8 damage. Okay.
Oh, not a crossbow. I don't know why I did crossbow. Sorry.
I don't know. What are you doing?
There we go. It's supposed to be great.
I
sword.
mean, it still hits. And Dolph, how do you want to do this?
Dolph is gonna yell out a scream and just spin their sword around, cut through the leg, but like in an angle that goes up into his heart, severing him in 2, and just glows.
Oh, beautiful. And this sad, so sad Yeti is, his last thoughts are burning pain and, well, I guess my son's an orphan. Avenge me, my son. And he expires in a heap, technically still here in the bonfires. So while Mama's no longer smoking up the room with the smoke of burned Yeti hair and flesh, well, now Papa Bear's taken her place. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, hope you guys are super proud of yourselves. I mean, you should be, really. Like I said, chaotic evil.
Process dismisses his bonfire.
Huh?
Tax.
Process will dismiss his bonfire.
Are you sure?
Tax will.
Tax won't. Tax was like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't really care for the
I
smell.
like the smell of burned flesh. It's great.
I was gonna say Tax will do the same and go back to trying to collect things from Mom, because that's what she was doing. Like she was like getting prepared to take samples off of the dead Yeti when the other Yeti came up, and she's like, "Damn it, bonfire! Damn it, bonfire!"
Right. I get it.
Yeah, y'all are all horrible people.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
It's fine.
It is, really, it is. So,
I mean, I'll just be collecting meat and flesh and fur that I need to collect.
okay.
I'm going to be talking
so-
to the halfling to see if, aren't we missing one more person?
So,
Or did we
you
find
guys
the
going to,
tiefling?
are you guys going to talk to the halfling that you've just rescued? Maybe?
Yes. Yes, that's what I was. That's what I was doing because I'd been going back and making sure that halfling.
Right,
was okay
right.
and taking
You,
on.
Siston, so far you were the only one that's not immediately hellbound. Just so that you know. Just so that you know. I mean, maybe there's other stuff you've done, but from what you've done here today, you're doing okay.
What? Well, she put it on our sweet owl bear
Yeah.
and got it out of the combat
Right,
zone.
right. So, so you managed to, I don't know, Yetis are big. You're not expert butchers, up to like 100 pounds of Yeti meat. No, that's not gonna be that much. Let's go with like up to 70 pounds of Yeti meat from both of them, you monsters. And so do you wish to examine the room, and who wishes, if anyone wishes to talk to?
I want to talk to the halfling.
Okay.
That's what I was
I'm
saying.
sorry.
Right,
the first
right,
thing he
okay,
said was
right,
examine
right.
the
I
room.
got you,
That's why
I
I was
got
waving my
you.
hand at the first thing he said, which was examine the room.
Right. No, I got you. I understand. So,
Same.
so, Siston, before you, still kind of curled up into a ball, is a halfling, wearing, winter clothing, actually, which is, pretty good for all that she has been through. She looks up at you somewhat timidly, knowing though that you have been kind to her, and she looks up at you and she says, and she you can tell she's taking a moment in prayer, and then she says, I can't thank you enough. I thought I was going to die, and you saved me. My friend, Kingo, he died. I saw it. I saw him ripped apart. I saw that Yeti rip off his head. But Asterix. I need to find Asterix. We were all friends. She's got to be here somewhere. Have you seen a tiefling? Have you?
We've not, and I want to make sure that you're all right first. May I look to your wounds?
I mean, I'm not so much wounded as just very tired. You do a medicine check if you wish. It doesn't take like it doesn't take a world-renowned physician to discern that she is very exhausted. In mechanical terms, she has 3 levels of exhaustion. Other than that, she is unharmed. But she is
All right.
tired. She is dirty. She has witnessed the brutal murder of one of her best friends. She has been toyed with by a Yeti child. And yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her if she had so do you have any idea if Astrid went further into the cave? Or should we have encountered Asterix before we got to this point?
I was brought into this cave. I don't know if I've seen all of it, but there's the only 2 passages are the ones in this room. I think this is the end of it. But Asterix, maybe. I think she ran off. She didn't run into the cave. Oh, I don't know. She was panicked.
Well, Yaga is with us, and he is the best egg in the business that I know of. And we will look, and we have found Garrett, so we may be able to find Astrid too.
You found Garrett? Is he alive?
Just barely. We were attacked by some hunters of men, some giant cats before we even got to this cave.
I've heard of them. I haven't seen one.
And you were looking for something while you were up here? You were looking for something? Did you all get close?
It was Mokingo. some legend or story of a Goliath werebear that roams the tundra dispensing wisdom. Oh, it sounds so crazy now. He never got to find his werebear.
Oh, Goliath bear, what is your wisdom?
All right. But no, we didn't. We were trying to make it to the summit of Kelvin's cairn. Supposedly that's a special place, a sacred site, but not to my God. But we never made it. Can we? I know it must be. What day is it? What time is it?
I tell her to the best of my ability.
It's Og Day, 7th of Flame
7th
Rule.
of Flame Rule. It's about 3, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Half hour.
So she goes, okay. Can we please go look for Asterix? She would be the only friend I have left.
Well, that won't be true for long, but let us find your friend.
So those of you not engaging in humanitarian efforts, where did Jay go? Huh. Okay.
Did he go?
Yeah, he's not on the call.
I don't know where he is, but he's not here anymore. That's
Okay,
weird.
so you search the cave. There's a kind of a ruined dog sled in sort of the northernmost wall, and underneath that you find a mess kit, an explorer's pack, and enough blood splattered heavy clothing to make 2 cold weather outfits should you desire.
I think the goblins would like these if we found them again.
The kobolds, right? Or were they goblins? They were goblins.
They're goblins.
Yep. I mean, we should probably take it because I'm sure, just like metaing here, I'm sure something is going to ruin our cold weather gear at some point, and we're going to need another one probably quickly. So shoving that into our bag of holding sounds like a good idea.
So going, you exit the cave, and you see what looks like, an animal trail, or it's you're not making this, you're not summiting Everest here, right? It's a steep uphill incline, but you are able to make up within about half an hour. I mean, the weather has held. It's not a blizzard or anything, but you make it up a little further. You can see on the other side of this crevasse, you can stay on this side. You want to cross the crevasse, but there you come upon a vast and deep crevasse on one side. And a little further, if you follow around the edge of the crevasse, you can see the actual summit. There's a collapsed tent that lies half buried in the snow near the precipice. Jutting out of a nearby snowbank is a pair of blue leather boots. Next to this grim display, a figure in cold weather clothing sits in the snow, her knees pulled in tight to her chest. Horns protrude from underneath the figure's fur-lined hood. And Perilou, Hastrix! And she kind of she's not moving very quickly, but she makes it over to her. Her friend is frozen solid.
Oh.
Like preserved frozen solid or like dead frozen solid?
Yeah, this ain't cryogenics here, homie.
For how long? Because a body can freeze for a certain amount of time and still be revived.
What?
She's dead, Jim.
Okay.
A body can freeze?
Yeah. There's been those bodies that have like froze/drowned in frozen waters and been revived like 10 minutes
So
later.
she if she had any emotion left in her that hasn't already been just wrenched out of her, she would probably have just broken down, but she's pretty broken as it is, and she cries and sobs. And she pulls she kind of ruffles through the clothing, a cloak, really searching for some miraculous sign of life. And she doesn't find any. But she does pull out asterisk leather bound book. She bows her head, offers a prayer up to Gyandala, asking for safe passage and peace for the dead. She looks back at all of you. She says, I know it's not much. This was her spell book. I will give it to you if you will get me back to Bryn Shander. I'm done with this place.
I look at the
Of
party
course.
and say, I think that's where we're going anyway, my lady. So let's get you back. See if we can meet back up with Garrett and back to the dogs and get back looking around to some semblance of civilization and warmth.
Sandalphon.
I can go to the right tab. Hi. What's up?
Your eyes are drawn towards the summit. Something tickles your memory. And you feel like you should, you think it looks familiar.
I've been here before. I kind of mumble that to myself as I look up. Why have I been here before?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's gonna be fun. Wrong thing. Sorry, I'm trying to help a friend with their homework. So there, wisdom saving throw. Did I do it? Nope, it did not do the same. There we go. Oh, 16.
Whoa, way to go.
Not the -1 it typically is.
So you don't immediately scamper up the hill, but you begin kind of taking, I won't say unwilling, but kind of in a daze, maybe. Kind of lost in a memory, the haze of a memory. You take a couple of steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph, we need to get these people down the mountain.
I've been here before.
X will be scampering after you, going, but you don't remember where you've been.
Not in this case.
And so she immediately takes out her notebook and starts mapping out everything and being like, is it the smell? Is it the sight?
I need to go up there. I need to go up there. I need to.
Dolph, we need to get these people back. They're exhausted. They've been out in the cold too long, and it's already late in the afternoon.
Then
We
take
had
them
the
back.
avalanche.
Then take them back. I'll go. I need to be up there.
But wouldn't the hero take them back?
It's
No.
not like a 2-mile journey.
Dolph, we can go. but-
It's a 5-minute walk up to a small space.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Like I said,
Sorry,
it's
thank you.
not
Pacific
summiting
Ocean.
Everest, people.
Yeah. No,
I
then
just
would've.
assumed it was going to be like another hour or two hike up, you know?
No,
Another
no.
3 hour
If we're
hike
talking about
down.
a 10-minute walk, I'm just following behind her, like
Right.
asking her questions and making notes and being like, I'm here, don't worry, I will note everything.
Croesus offers to accompany. You know, if some of the party want to stay there to like not make the exhausted people walk any further, Croesus is totally fine accompanying and going upstairs. to the top of the mountain.
Eerie
You
music.
make the walk up.
Plot point.
You've done it. You have reached the summit of Kelvin's cairn. If it weren't so dark and cloudy, you feel like you would be able to see for miles across the frozen tundra. That surrounds the cairn itself. However, your eyes are instead drawn to a rough circle of dark gray granite standing stones, each over 8 feet tall. At the top of the easternmost stone, there is a crude carving of the head of an owl with horns like a ram's. You all can't help but feel a sinking sense of dread as your eyes finally settle on the low slab of black crystalline rock in the center of the stones. You are all aware, somehow, that this is a place of ritual, blood, and sacrifice. Sandalphon, your gaze is drawn to a shimmer of movement out on the tundra, far to the north. Your vision collapses down to a tunnel, focusing on an area so distant it would normally be impossible for you to make out any details. With a rushing sound, you feel your consciousness inexorably pulled to a point. A figure, tall, majestic, dressed in white robes that sharply contrast with her skin. A deep cerulean that sends a chill through your soul. She stands tall, arrogance radiating from her giant frame. Permeating her posture. Her hard yellow eyes lock with yours, even across this impossible distance, and you were unable to turn away. Your voice catches in your throat, a tiny, timid thing, unable to make a sound. I see you, child. The figure holds up a silver necklace, a black crystal shard, very, very similar to the slab in the middle of the stones, hangs from the chain. I see you in the place you believe you escaped from. Run all you want. Your soul is needed by the Frost Maiden, and for her purpose, you will fall silent, frozen, and forever still. I shall send Vernus to find you and collect your cold, cold heart. She drops the necklace and snatches it up with her other hand, grasping it in her fist. And you collapse, feeling like your heart has turned to ice, unconscious. The rest of you just see Dolph collapse, unconscious, unmoving, just out.
Oh, 100% run up, investigate, medicine,
Yeah, same.
freaking out.
Yeah. check
Dolph, you take 3 points of psychic damage.
Nice, nice. Nice. Cool, cool, cool.
Literally, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Croesus is like, WTF, mate. Doesn't see shit, but he's like, WTF, mate.
Tax is on it. Tax is freaking the fuck out, but it is not dulling her wits.
I'm shouting for Siston. Yeah.
All right. I was a little bit behind with the slower moving exhausted folk and come up. What has happened? What? Dolph?
Dolph is collapsed. Hurry, hurry. And actually, I think
Tax?
Joe, with the 2 rolls I have, what can I like triage rattle out for Siston? I've done an investigation at a 19 and a medicine check at a 18, and it was a 9. Yeah, it's a +0, so I just rolled a natural 18.
do you have a proficiency in medicine though?
Sandalphon seems perfectly healthy, just unresponsive and unconscious.
I will say, I have a pulse. She is unconscious. She is not responding. Her pupils are not responding. She can't move. She can't talk. Is she cold to the touch?
Probably a little bit because we're outside, but like,
Yeah.
Tax is an EMT.
Her chest, like as your hands like search, even maybe not her, sorry, underneath their chest, under their clothing as you try, they feel very cold near their heart. But it slowly starts to fade.
The heart or the cold?
Yes. Slowly the cold dissipates
Okay.
as warmth returns to their body.
I was about to cast bonfire just to speed up the
Yeah.
process, but
Nope. Not
And with,
next to you. I can put a bonfire next to you.
and with a
Are you okay? What do you need? We're here. We're here on the mountain. We're at the top.
I've been here
Just
before.
breathe in, breathe out. We're here with you. I'm holding your hand. Do you feel my hand?
Uh-huh.
I'm just here with you right now. Are you with us?
As much as I can be at the moment. I get up kind of slowly, very slowly, a little bit leaning on Siston, and I make my way to the center slab. And I look at it, and you see that I am in a mix of here and not here. A mix of here and in the past. I blink. I look back out kind of cautiously to where I saw the person before. And I go, you know what I said about cults and me?
Yes.
Don't think I fully escaped the last one.
I will help you, for you are kind and you have helped me, and you don't find me to be very annoying.
Dolph, are you in danger right now? Do we need to get you somewhere else?
I don't think it would be safe to be at this place for an extended amount of time. But I don't know if I'm in danger at the moment, but danger is kind of coming. You know, the druids, the priests that they've been talking about in town, that's talked about the sacrifices. Pretty sure they're looking for me as well. I was supposed to be sacrificed here. Not my decision, to be clear, did not volunteer for that, but apparently people don't like it when the sacrifices end in everyone trying to sacrifice them ending up dead and then wandering around the winter for a bit before showing up in whatever town we were in the beginning. Apparently people don't like it when people kill other people or not, or
From what I've seen, I think this person that they're sacrificing to doesn't just want the dead, but wants them killed in a certain way. I look over at a Brodyaga who took quite a bit of damage and at the halfling and say, we're going to have a tough enough time getting down this mountain with Brodyaga at minimal capacity, but we better move now. Lights on and eyes forward. Varuk, can you take the lead? You're the most familiar with this type of terrain.
Yes, of course.
All right, lights back up.
so obviously the bodies that were there the last time I was here have been cleaned up.
Probably et up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dolph, I am pretty tapped from this day's adventures, but I will do what I can to keep you safe should we run into anything. As minimal as my abilities are right now.
I mean, we're 1-0 right now with me in the lead. So
Does any of this ring any bell for Croesus, like what she's describing, cults in the area? Whispers, hearings of those things? You're muted.
I mean, you yourself have heard several people in the 10 towns talk about a group of frost druids that came through preaching the good word of Auril, the Frost Maiden, and how to properly worship her.
Okay.
And Tax, to be clear, there's not a statue. It is an 8-foot standing stone, and it is crudely carved into the stone. It's not like it's more like an icon than it is a statue.
I still want a sample of that, and I'm totally taking a sample of the magic black bloody slab. And then I will ask Varuk if he will shatter it.
Certainly try.
Because tax
It is so Tax, it is extraordinarily difficult for you to get a small little chunk. I would say, unless you have a blast furnace, destroying this altar will be relatively impossible and beyond your ability to do so.
all I got is a bonfire, and I don't think it burns hot enough. Axe is very much like, can we destroy this while we're here? We should destroy this. Let's get rid of it.
Tax, as much as I appreciate the sentiment, this is a holy place as much as it may not be our holy place. And in my experience, destroying the house of a god, it's not typically how you want to go home safely.
She speaks the truth.
The absolute
Osis, you make an intelligence Dalen, make arcane check.
Making an intelligence check.
I got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah, you do.
Dalen with a 25. This black crystal. You've definitely heard people talk about it. It is a substance, for all intents and purposes, native to Icewind Dale. It is not inherently magical, but it does it readily accepts enchantment.
It's matrix exception.
Kind of a I won't say a catalyst, but it is it's definitely
magic friendly.
Magic friendly. That's probably okay. I'm going to send you a word that is going to swim into your consciousness.
All right. Where am I looking? Facebook or Roll20 chat?
Facebook.
Cool.
Oh, fuck. I have a thing I can do after Dawn's finished. I apologize for my delay in remembering this.
All right.
So what you do know is this black crystal substance is found. It's not common. It's not like everywhere, but it can be found around Icewind Dale. This is your first time of seeing it, but you do recognize it. It's not unknown outside of Icewind Dale. There have been other groups of mages, who have researched it, so you know a little bit.
So would I also want to work with Tax to get a sample of this to take with us?
I mean, if you wish, I mean, there's absolutely no risk in chipping off chunks.
No, I'm right there with you.
I mean,
just going to the Catholic Church and chip off a bit of the altar and then leave. Gotcha.
Who knows what effect rolling around with a piece of crystal that soaks up magic energy might do.
Hey Joe, I have what they call artificer's lore, which is add twice your proficiency bonus to history text related to magic items, alchemical objects, or technological devices. Would you consider this a magical item?
The substance itself is not magical.
But is
however, I will share with you a subset of the information that Dalen will be getting this week.
Okay.
Now that is all I have planned for this evening.
That's perfect timing.
And now you know why this episode was entitled Your Cold, Cold Heart. You are able to make it back down Kelvin's cairn with very little issue. And with Jarthrus's help, you are able to make it back to Caer Konig, where you make it back to Frozen Far Expeditions, and you make it there by nightfall. And we will begin again the morning of the 8th.
So we are ending this episode basically at the morning of the 8th, or do you want to end this episode the night of Ogday?
We will end this episode.
Yep.
Hang on.
I can put start and end on this date, and we can begin the next one the next time. There's nothing wrong with that on the calendar. I just want to make sure I'm synced up with you.
We will end it. Okay, we will begin Kelvin's Cairn. We will end K. Koenig at night.
All right, cool. We're finishing this game in the evening of the 7th Ogday of Flame Rule. Got it.
Correct.
All right, it is in the player's calendar as well.
Hey, Joe,
Yes.
with what I know, and you can share with me later, what would acid do to this? Tax is very determined. What would acid do to this altar?
What are you carrying the acid around in?
I have that alchemy jug that I can make, and it takes.
So are you familiar with the concept of the universal acid that alchemists were actually trying to make? And it was a universal solvent. It was a thing that would dissolve its way through anything.
Mhm.
The problem with that being, what the fuck do you keep the thing that will dissolve anything in?
Magnetic sphere. So your alchemy jug, does it have something else in it now, and how can you change it?
Well, what I'm trying to say is, you could certainly try, but unless you're making some acid that can dissolve effectively crystalline metal, not even metal, it's stone.
So specifically, it just says acid 8 ounces. That is what I can.
Yeah, I mean,
So if
I'm not a chemist, but I
No?
know that like hydrofluoric acid, sulfuric acid, muriatic acid, those are relatively toxic, caustic agents, and they won't go through stone.
okay,
So that's
the
probably
answer is no.
Huh?
Okay, so the answer is no, because
Yeah, I mean,
answer
you
can
could
be no.
try. You could make your way back up there, and So
no,
I do
this
need
would have
to know.
happened before.
Hold on, I do need to know this piece of the altar that you have. Where are you keeping it?
I will have had a bottle, like a sample bottle in my magical bag of holding that would hold it.
Bag of holding?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Everyone has a bag of holding. But
She does as an artificer.
first or second
do.
level? Why not? Okay. Well, that's convenient. It's only one thing that has to be stolen to take everything you have. So, okay. Very cool. Just need to know. Absolutely no reason why I'm trying to find out where the broken shard of, not magic infused crystal is.
Technically, it's in the bag of holding, which means it's in a different dimension.
Fair enough.
But it's like the tiki thing.
How long do
around
you
Greg,
fiddle
Greg
with it?
Brady's neck,
I need to
isn't
know
it?
what kind of things you're going to do to it and for how long.
when I get back to my room in Bryn Shanter, which is where most of the stuff inside the bag of holding came from. Like I came with a shitload of luggage. Like I am a princess that I came with a shitload of luggage and it's
Mhm.
room in Bryn Shanter. And so when we said we were on our, like, we're leaving, I was just like, well, we need to find a way to fit all this in, which is how I've magically had all the things that I've needed, such as multiple jugs and all kinds of shit. Because I'm an artificer and that's how I roll. So when I get back to Bryn Shanter,
Not tonight.
yeah. So I will not take it out and experiment on it until I get back to Bryn Shanter.
Fair enough.
That's all.
Whenever you do,
Mhm.
whenever you have it outside of the pocket dimension, I need to know.
Okay.
And I need to know for how long, and I need to know what you're doing to it.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do. I guess that's where we're all gonna go. I will be on for a little while to have some conversation. I actually do need to have a discussion with Allie, not necessarily private, but anyways. By the way, I'm completely off script with this, so this is a little something that her background and some other things brought forward, and we'll see what happens.
Can you?
I will say this: Rime of the Frost Maiden is a fantastic book, but it's kind of scattered.
Yeah.
Like it's like written with ADD sort of, and it's kind of like, how does all this bullshit come together? And then like it's all scattered, and then the way it's written, it comes together, and it's like, and now we're on rails till the end, and it's like, I don't like that.
Hey, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you move Varuk, who I don't believe has dark vision? Is that correct, Varuk?
I do.
You do. Who doesn't have dark vision?
Oh,
Jaga.
Can you move?
And me. You can move
Right.
me.
Well, I'm just wondering. I want to see if that light's working for you, or if it's because we also had light sources.
I'm sorry, I'm moving everybody to the landing page.
So on the landing page, can you turn off daylight and turn on dynamic lighting?
I suppose, but I would really rather do this when I'm feeling more technical and less creative.
Okay, that's cool. All right, then I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good
Right on.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.